Okay, Doc, then welcome to the stream. We're doing some. Oh, I've got to. Hang on, wait. Forgot to close my window so the whole street can hear me. I've also just realised I put my shirt on the wrong way. Hang on! Okay. Okie doke! Right, let's do that. Okay, right, welcome then to 2 days in a row of the Ricciardo career because, well, I need to get this season done. We've got this plus 2 more streams of this season, and then I can finally remove the battery across my entire career modes, which is currently 2. So there we go. Now, just before we start, I want to show you lot something. Now, in this, can my transition work, please? Please. Please! Oh my god, I'm kicking off. That. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, in this career mode, we have got, I believe it's almost every single team has some sort of livery mod. You right, Rowan? Now, obviously, we've got McLaren as their triple crown livery. Mercedes have got a bit more blue. Red Bull are different. Ferrari have got this nice, like, pinky kind of metallic red. Williams are Golf. And then we've got Aston, which is the same. It should be different, but it isn't. It's the same, so technically I have a mod, but I don't. To be fair, Haas I don't have a mod for. And then we have Audi, which is slightly different. Alpine is Alton Alpine, and then Cadillac, of course, our team is got the US livery. Now, we've got a new livery for Racing Bulls, and it looks like this. It's a mod that I made myself. It's my first ever mod that I've made. And I also named it Monster Energy, which might seem a bit weird, but I wanted to give it a different name, and Monster Energy do have a sort of lime purpley kind of branding. So, there we go, that's what we're rocking with. Right, today we are doing Baku in Singapore, and it's actually the first time I'm doing Baku on the 26th version of the game, so I'm sure this is going to go more than well. It's not bad, is it? I mean, I did basically just put a gradient map on the already existing livery. I haven't, like, moved any logos or anything, but considering I didn't know how to mod, and then within 24 hours I made that, and my team livery that's got my face on it, I think it's actually a decent job. Right, let's make sure my audio settings are good, which they are. Oh, now someone's going to talk to me. Awesome. Right, well, I'm not doing that first objective, that's for sure. Should be able to do that.
That's a joke. I love working.
That, and then that. Okie doke. Can we get any R&D going? We can. Get the chassis. There's the R&D, by the way. We are still second slowest. I actually thought we'd be a bit higher than that, but we're not. Looks like... Does it look like... Okay, I don't know how... Okay, I haven't watched Evangelion, however you say it, so I don't know how it does look like that, but that's pretty cool, I guess. It's F125, though. Even after, well, 8 races, we are still second slowest. The R&D is not looking too good. We aren't far away, though, from about 5 of the teams, so that's all good. But yeah, Azerbaijan, Singapore, scored points last time in Madrid. Should have got like a 3rd, if I'm being honest. That was a massive missed opportunity. To be honest, I did spin near the end, but there we go. Hello, Cribby Antonelli. That's actually a good name, to be fair. You're right, Oscar, though. Hello. Okay. I love the idea that Sergio Perez, last time out, got 19th, but the fastest lap. But there we go. Think I might just keep it as balanced. The rear tyres do get absolutely battered around Baku, but
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us, and the track action will be getting underway very shortly.
The fact that this game is this old and you still can't skip this. But the first ever career mode you do is fair enough, but they should really add a skip button. You know what I mean? Let me skip it. Right, Brent, keep it up, I'll try, mate.
It can be a really big distraction, particularly for the drivers who are out of contract at the moment. And for them, it's going to be the challenge of managing what they're doing off track and compartmentalizing that from what happens on track. Because
that's a big word. Naomi, I don't think you had that in you. Compartmentalize, that's decent. It's a bit like when Martin Brundle always says retardation, and like nowadays that's just not a good word to use.
You can go from hero to zero in an instant.
Easier said than done, Anton. As we pass by a driver now who's considering their
Can't believe Sebastian Vettel followed by Kick Channel. That's crazy.
Even worth the paper they're written on, you've got to keep putting in really big, impressive.
I like how they're evidently in the paddock, and there's just nothing here. There's cameramen, men in blue and red shirts, like it's Halo or something. And speaking of Halo, there's a quad bike behind them that looks a lot like a warthog. Cut to the wide shot. I don't care about looking at your ugly face. Move. 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 You can't see it, but that quad bike looking thing actually looks like a warthog. So maybe this is Halo, who knows?
Performances on track today. All the action up next. Don't go anywhere.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, shut up now. Thank you. I like how every person in the background just had a generic coloured shirt. Like, no design or anything. Just green, red, blue, white. Fantastic. You alright, Noah? Oh, come on. I think F125 might have the worst, like, loading times. And what's, like, the word? Like, resourcefulness, I suppose. I mean, my PC is unbelievably good. I can run pretty much any game in the world at the highest graphics settings and pull like 140 FPS. And yet this game, not only do I not get max FPS, but it takes so unearthly long to load stuff. It is remarkable. Love the idea we're rivaled with Oscar Piastri. That's awesome. I don't think there's anything to look at here. I do want to run a slightly worn engine, just because, actually no, we'll just leave it as this. Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, practice, let's go. It's going to be a fully dry weekend, which is exactly what we needed. The Warthog noise actually was actually a motorbike scooter noise. Was it really?
Well,
I mean, to be fair, I was about 5 when I first played. I think I was, actually no, I was 3 when I first played Halo, so I wouldn't have really remembered, but there we go. F125 takes ages during the simulation of races. It does for me. And the unfortunate thing is, oh, shut up, Mark! Oh, everyone keeps talking over me. It really annoys me. But yeah, I really like making YouTube videos where I simulate entire seasons, and sometimes 10 seasons. I've done like Cadillac, Lamborghini, Porsche, and things like that. And it takes so long to go through all these races. You gotta think, that's 240 simulations. Actually, it's more than that, because there's 6 sprints as well, so it's 60 more. It's actually 300 simulations that I'm doing for one video. And it would only take me, like, 8 to 10 hours if the loading times were decent. But it takes longer to load a simulation than it does to back out of the simulation, go through the, like, my team, do all the upgrades, and then go into another simulation. It's outrageous, but anyway. Interesting how more games improve, the loading will probably be the same. I don't know, some games like God of War, for what I remember, like when I played it, there was like no loading screen at all. They didn't exist. And other games have been really good recently, but I think F1, it's, you know, it's on an old engine. The game hasn't really changed full stop in a ungodly amount of time, so it kind of makes sense. What mods am I using? Well, Noah, there's quite a lot, let me tell you. Well, if you go on my YouTube channel, and on my main, like, landscape live stream, I've got all of the mods I'm using in the description. But, in short, if I... Actually, can I just do this? Does that work? Can I not change POV? Oh, I can, I'm just pressing the wrong button. Alright, so, Cadillac, we have got the UK livery, which is the US flag. Ferrari have got this weird red-looking thing. Looks quite nice, though. Williams have got their Golf livery from Monaco a few years back. McLaren have got their Triple Crown livery. VCarb have got a custom, different coloured-looking car that I made myself. Haas and Aston Martin are both the same, although their team names are different. Alpine is sponsored by Alton, whatever that is, and their livery is a bit different. Red Bull have got a concept livery. Mercedes have got a slightly different variation of their car. I'm using an engine mod to make the car sound like a V10. I'm using a mod that replaces Mika Häkkinen with Daniel Ricciardo, which is why, even though it says Ricciardo and he's got his face, it's actually Mika Häkkinen's helmet, and Mark refers to him as Mika. So there we go. I think that's all of them. Sometimes I also use a mod to make the track have realistic sponsors, but that only comes out with the real-life calendar, and since we're now in Baku and they're only at Hungary in real life, that mod doesn't exist yet. Hopefully they improve the loading of F1 27. They should do. I mean, considering they're going to have 2 whole years to make it, they should. I tell you, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't expect it, but this livery was actually made by YouTuber Tom97. And I just didn't think he would be able to mod stuff, but he can, so colour me surprised. Also, let me know if the game audio is a bit too loud. I've always got issues with the game's audio because it always changes, so if it is a bit too loud, please do let me know. I love your VCarb mod. Oh, thanks, mate. I mean, considering I made that within 24 hours of actually learning what a mod is and how it works and how to make one, I think it's a very decent effort for literally, yeah, like my first time ever. I mean, I only learned what like a .erp is and a .psb is and things like that. And like, you know, all the 3D aspects of Photoshop and things. But I've been using Photoshop since 2017, since it's literally my job. And I didn't really have that much familiarity with like the 3D side. And yeah, put all that together, and I mean, like I said, the mod is literally just the normal livery, but I just put a gradient map over it. But even so, to put it all together and actually get a working mod in the game, I think is quite cool, and actually fair play and well done. You know, that Ferrari livery is quite special, to be honest. I would not be against them using something like that in real life, because it is just an absolute beauty. Now, I forgot to brake. Now, I should point out, I know this is an excuse before I've even really started racing, but this is my first time at Baku, not only in a very long time, like 2 months, but also the first time on the 2026 version of the game. So obviously the different handling, the battery, the different speeds, all of that. This is my first time. So if I do make lots of mistakes and I might use the odd flashback, don't be surprised. I mean, excuse me, I've been crashing and making mistakes at tracks that I'm good at and familiar with, hence, you know, like Barcelona and Australia and things, and I'm still making errors. So at a track I've not really done before on this game, then yeah, I'm buggered, basically. Hope I can get wheel and pedals for Christmas. I'm playing on a controller with stick drift. I mean, some games stick drift actually helps, but definitely not on a racing game, that's for sure. I mean, I've got this controller. Can't even see it on the camera, I don't think. That came from China. And apparently it's like really good for like FPS games, but I literally don't use it for that. But it has got literally no stick drift. It's incredible. But there we go. Right, let's move on to fuel management. What sort of graphic design work do I usually do? Like advertisements for like small companies. You know, like what you'd see, I mean, maybe not in other countries, but in like Britain, you know, you'd see in like a Sainsbury's shop window, they'd have like advertisement for like a cleaning agent or something, like Fairy Liquid. I'd do stuff like that, but on a much smaller scale. But sometimes, I mean, I did it a lot back in the day, but even now, sometimes people like commission me to make like social media profiles for like, I don't know, esports organizations or like sporting teams in like, I don't remember their names because it was about 2 or 3 years ago, but I've done work for like ice hockey teams in America in like the 2nd or 3rd division, and some like really, really low, like 10th, 11th tier English football teams and things. So all stuff like that. I mean, I guess lucky is the wrong word, because I did pay for it myself and that, but yeah, it's really good. I actually reckon if you play like Call of Duty and games like that, I would recommend that controller, because it's pretty good for that kind of thing. That corner I always find super tricky. I think I'm carrying a bit too much speed through the first part, so I'm all wide and off for the second part. Don't know why I was so late on the brakes there. That was a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm not going into this for the actual first time. I did do about 5 to 10 laps in practice a couple hours ago, just so I'm not completely spearing off the track, and of course to find out what difficulty to run, hence why I'm using 105 for quali and 110 for the Grand Prix. But I just want to get into a bit of a rhythm. I feel like that's the main thing that I've been lacking in this whole career series, and also just on the 26 version in general, is that I find myself unable to get into a rhythm where I'm always just within half a second of my own lap times. I'm not really making any big errors. Obviously, little slides are going to naturally happen with me, but I mean, like, I go off 4 times a race, maybe even more nowadays, whereas back, you know, when I was doing 25, especially, like, even after I first turned off the racing line, I was still, you know, doing whole Grand Prix without really crashing. To be fair, I always find it easier to drive in full Grand Prix. When I did my full race at Hungary, I don't think I made a single error. But there you go. What tutorial am I using to make mods? I don't remember the exact person, but I basically just went on YouTube and just searched how to make liveries in F125, and there was 2. One of them was really confusing because the bloke spoke way too fast and was sort of acting as if the people watching were familiar with, like, the stuff already. But there was one other bloke who explained it using SERPs, and it was a lot easier to follow. So I think it was just those 2. I think those are the only 2 that existed. So there you go. Oh, what did that say? Unsuitable tyre selected. Why have I got no tyres left? Oh, I see. It used my meat. Oh, can I just do it on the hard then? Yeah. Okay. I could use graphic designs of F1 somehow, that would be ideal. It would, yeah. I mean, when I first got into F1 in, like, 2021, this was sort of in a period in between starting this channel and also getting into F1. I really wanted to be a graphic designer on, like, F1 socials, because they always post random graphics of, like, stats and things. So I wanted to do that. But, I mean, I have sold quite a lot of F1 posters. I've got a whole, like, gallery thing, showcase, that's got all of my posters on it. But I'm making F1 posters since, like, 2019 or something. And I did used to do this thing where I'd make a poster for every race winner. But then in 2023 is when I first did it, and Max Verstappen won everything. And even though I love Max, and he's my favourite at the time, you know, making a poster with the same bloke, having to find different images, got a bit boring. And then I tried it again this season, but after Kimi Antonelli won like 5 in a row, I only managed to get to Japan before just getting way too bored and inevitably giving up. But yeah. Sometimes them 2 things blend. Right, Billy, I'm doing alright, mate. Hope you're doing good yourself. Now, this is really where I want to practice being in, like, not a rhythm per se, but just do 3 to 5 laps without crashing is the ideal objective here. Now, of course, battery management is something I'm not familiar with around here yet, but I kind of imagine that you would just dump it down the main straight and then that's about it, because you can't really use battery in Sector 2 because it's just full of corners. That corner I always find particularly difficult because it's like the braking away. It feels like the braking changes and the turning in point's really weird. Even though it's just a 90-degree corner, it really puts me off for some reason. But I'm going to go down to like 50% here and then probably go down to 30 on the next straight and then see if I can recover my battery by this point next lap. This braking is also really tricky because just like that other corner, there's not really a specific point to brake. 100 meters works if you don't have like battery and you're going like 320. But when the battery, you know, you're going different speeds every single lap, it gets a bit tricky. That was actually my main complaint with this circuit in 2025, or that version of the game, was that all the braking points aren't, like, specific. So it's very hard to be consistent. Like, where do you even use battery around this circuit, apart from, obviously, the main straight? Because as you can see, I've got a full tank already, and I'm only here. Does that mean you can maybe run hot lap? But then I feel like they would just have no grip. Maybe you just literally use the entire, like, lot of the battery down here, and also just literally use it on overtake the entirety of the main straight. But regardless of that, in the Grand Prix, by about lap, what? Lap 5 or something, I should be able to just follow the AI's management and go from there, basically. Career mode, yes, this is the Daniel Ricciardo driver career. I mean, 4 seconds up on the race Delta thing. Keep in mind, I'm gonna put like quite a low difficulty for qualifying, so that's why I'm 5 seconds up on the Delta thing. I'm not actually Prime Ayrton Senna. I suppose it actually doubly works for me, because it also means that I can do me practice programs a lot easier, which means less quick practice, which means more racing. So it's kind of a win-win. I do hope they fix this qualifying thing, though, where like the AI are just really strong for no apparent reason. You know, did a large stroll there. Because it is a problem. Every single track I have to lower the AI, well, not everyone, but most of them. Like Madrid, it's 104, here's 105, might be even lower than 105, I haven't like fully tested it proper. And then every race I use 110 and it's like fine. I'm never like behind Perez on pace, or even behind my teammate, whoever it is. That corner's so tricky. Again, there's just no like specific braking point, it's literally just guesstimate every lap and hope it works. There you go, there's another problem. I tried to brake at 100 meters, it was way too early, but next lap I'll brake a little bit later and it'll be too late. So those are the little specifics I've got to get down. If I can, we might be on for a decent weekend. I can quit like P7 and easily go 7th to 1st because the AI is so bad. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, in my case, obviously I use 110 for every track, no matter what, in the race. If I did 110 in quali, I'd start every race in like... Actually, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. I'll actually ask you lot on a poll on my YouTube channel at some point, or I might even do it when I've got a lot of viewers in the channel. But maybe I should run 110 in quali no matter what, and then obviously I'll be starting a lot lower down. Like, I'll probably never get into Q3 virtually ever, apart from a couple specific circuits. But then that could mean I'd always be racing from like slightly lower down, meaning there could be some overtakes and some racing. I'll ask you a lot that later. Because obviously I lower the difficulty in AI, in quali, so that I can beat my teammate. But maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just try and race from the back. Oh dear. See, that's the kind of rhythm I need to get into where I'm not doing things like that. It doesn't feel nearly as bad as F1 25 though. Which is still confusing to say because obviously this is F1 25, it's just... But I think obviously everyone knows what I mean when I say F1 25 and F1 26. Surely. See, again, I'm carrying so much speed, I brake at 100, it's too late or too early. It's so annoying. Alright, that's what I need to do. I need to look at how much fuel I'm using, so let me actually write that down. Alright, so I'm starting the lap at 3:24. off me. Now, I don't know if this shouldn't be... Yeah, this should be exactly how much fuel I'm using. Because obviously the fuel mix in quali and practice is how much you've got, not how much extra you've got. So what this means is that I should be able to work out how much fuel I'm using per lap, times it by how many laps there are, and that should get me the perfect amount of fuel. Which sounds like a really easy calculation and thing to do, but I've never really thought about doing it. And then, of course, you have to add a lap for the formation lap, so, yeah. Right, Alessandro? Alright, so 4 out of 5 laps were good. Which ain't actually that bad, really. See what the super clipping's like, so if I'm running at 30%...
Program complete.
Not
and
that
a job
bad, really.
Well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Ah, wait, I didn't look at how much fuel I've got left. Wait. Okay, it's 228, so it was 3.24 and then 2.28. I think. This track looks tedious and exhausting. I couldn't put it in better words myself, to be honest. That is quite literally all it is. It is long, it's hard, it's inconsistent, it's terrible. So it says expected fuel usage, and that's per lap, is 1.46 kg. Now, my estimation say it's a bit different from that. Let me go quickly just take a look at what it was. What am I doing? Oh, Jack, thanks for the follow, mate. Channel. Videos. VOD. This. Okay, so I started the run. It was 3.24. I think I'm bang on with that. Hang about. Yeah. 3.24 when I started. And then 2.3 at the end. Okay. So then... Ah! Hang about. Now what I need to do is 3.24 minus 2.3. I should be able to do that in my head, but what can I say? I haven't been to school since I was 12, so I've got an excuse. All good. Alright, get rid of that. You. Okay, we're ready. So according to this calculation, it says I use 0.94 fuel per lap, which is 0.5 less than the expected fuel usage. So I'm obviously probably going to overfuel quite massively. I always do. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna...
The fun doesn't stop here, though.
What
Join
do I
us
call
again
it?
as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
I can't think. I don't know, I give up. Alright, Christine. So yeah, I think I'll try and see what the fuel comes up with. I mean, obviously I've got quali first, but yeah. So it's 0.94 times however many laps there are. Which, yeah, that just seems too low, just based off... I'm basically underfueling. Although, as we know, the 2026 cars use a lot less fuel because there's a lot of lifting and coasting. I mean, I didn't lift and coast during that lap. But because you're using the battery for a lot of your power rather than the engine, you can underfuel. So there we go. That's quick practice done. So it's going to be 27 laps. It's 26 plus the formation lap. So essentially, I just do 0.94 times 27, which means I should be putting in 25.3 kg of fuel And I guarantee that is way under. And all of that calculating was a complete waste of time. Right. Let's start my recording. Oh, what do you think of this transition, by the way? Watch this, ready? It looks crap on YouTube Shorts because it stretches, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? Got a transition. I also want to change my webcam because I feel like it's too low. You can see all my torso. It needs to be like that. Why is it like... There you go. And then... that. Yeah, okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Let us begin. Water. Rightio then, welcome to Azerbaijan.
It is a truly unique layout. Welcome to
round
Baku,
number
and welcome to
9,
qualifying.
I believe. Yeah. Obviously, my teammate has won around here twice. Actually, hasn't got pole around Baku, which is interesting, but he's not much of a qualifier, is he? Let's be honest. Speaking of Perez, what kind of lap time is he going to dump in today? Now, keep in mind, we still have the second slowest car, which actually... Sergio Perez being the slowest, as I say that, he has gone half a second quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Okay, that's not what... Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, oh wow. Right, there we go. Yeah. So, essentially, I've just eaten my own words there, because I was about to say it's not really a surprise that he's always last. He is currently faster than Hamilton, he's faster than Hadjar, he's faster than Lawson by a massive margin. Okay, right, let's get out there then. Yeah, I actually want to change this. I want to take 5 off of you, put 5 on you, and then that. So the car's going to feel a lot different, but I feel like this massively high front downforce and massively low rear downforce just doesn't really work. I do feel like I have a... Actually, I didn't really feel that bad. I should not have changed anything. Crimception, that's... Yeah, Crimception indeed. Can I get a shout out? I mean, to be fair, I feel like around here you kind of have to do something worthy of a shout out, not just ask. It's like when people come in here and say, yo, subscribe to my channel. It's like, yeah, but why? So there we go. Here we are then, first lap of quali. I'm going to use the hot lap PRS, I think. That might just be better. It's turn 1. Lovely turning in. That's really good stuff. Now, you can be really greedy with the battery on this qualifying lap. Like, really greedy. You can absolutely dump the thing. Now, since Perez is way up in the top 10, I'm kind of hoping that I only need to do 1 run. Obviously, I have to be good, but I'm just saying, if it's good, I'm hoping that I only need 1, and I just get straight into Q2. It's been a very nice opening sector. I always struggle around here, but that was about as good as I'm going to get. Obviously, there's a lot of work to improve on. It's not bad. Braking for this corner. There's a little bit more speed to carry, but it's not bad. And as you can see, I still have a full battery, essentially meaning I can absolutely rinse the thing and I will still have more than enough left over, which is absurd, but that's how the game works. .117 for Lindblad, that's what we're trying to beat. Also smash, actually, ideally. Which we do. Oh, wow. Okay. Fastest sector 2 for Daniel Ricciardo. We are flying. Unfortunately, I do have no battery for this back straight, so I'm going to lose a bit of time. But overall, what an opening lap. Where am I going to find myself? Ugh. Ahead of Perez into the top 7. Now that is lovely. And that should be more than enough to get into Q2. And there's time in there as well. So that's quite exciting. Yeah, we're going to try our best to not do an I am stupid. That would be quite unideal. But that was a fantastic first run. We are going to be 7th overall. I'm 3 temps up on Sergio Perez, fastest Sector 2 of anybody. And there is so much more time in that lap. Excuse me, because going through Sector 2, I did go fastest, but I also had a full battery left. So if I use a lot more battery in Sector 1 and then use less battery in Sector 3, so I've got battery for the final straight, there's probably a few tenths in there, maybe. Oh my goodness, what's the gap to the knockouts? In case, okay, yeah, it's massive. It's over a second, so Q2 should be an absolute easy nail-in-the-coffin situation. Charles Leclerc improves and goes ahead of me, but only by 600ths. Can Sergio Perez improve? Is he on a flying lap? Let's have a look. He is on a flying lap. 35.3 for Sector 1, which is a massive improvement already. He's already gone and found, what, 800ths through Sector 1. Where is he? There he is. He's actually got traffic behind one of the Audis, which should lose him time. Sector 2 coming through is going to be a 40.8. He's at a 40.9, so he's actually not. He is going to be a 10th and a half up, making his way through. And he's not going to go ahead of me, but he is going to, you know, at least cement himself into Q2. And there it is. Max Verstappen, fastest overall in the Red Bull Racing kit. Mercedes 2 and 3, Alex Albon 4th. It's not too much of a surprise. Williams are overpowered in straight line speed tracks. And for the first time ever, Sergio Perez is out of Q1 in a massive way as well, in the top 10. Gap to the knockouts was 1.4, so I put 7 tenths or 6 tenths, and Perez about 4 tenths. Excellent work. Any surprise exits? Nah, not really. Good stuff. Alright, Speddy? I think I'd rather just call you Eddie if that's alright. I had a mate called Eddie. He got run over. All good. Anyway, welcome to Q2. We are looking for a very good qualifying here today. Maybe a Q3 if I can hook up the lap. I mean, like I said, if I just manage the battery better, there's probably 3-4 attempts in there. Now, I don't remember what my Q1 lap was. I probably should have. But right now, as Perez goes 6th, ahead of Leclerc and Antonelli, we still have Max Verstappen to do a lap and Alex Albon. Verstappen goes ahead of Perez. Albon doesn't. So Sergio Perez, as it stands, is into Q3. And I'm going to need a 45.5, or not 45, 40.5 to beat him and get into Q2 or Q3. Why can't I speak anymore? I don't know. Here we go then. I mean, yeah. Like I've said, I'm going to say it again. Good battery management. There's a lot more time in there. I just need to get my braking right and we'll be fine. Also, do let me know if the game audio suddenly got louder, because that does happen. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking the Williams here. He does get a slipstream off me, though, so it's not the end of the world. Now, I do want to hang back a little bit, but I can't really, because obviously it's a straight. But here we go. We are going to start our first run in Q2, our only run in Q2, and that's not good. Okay, I've already just lost about 3 attempts due to the Red Bull completely blocking me. Oh dear. This is going to have to be a pretty sensational Sector 2 and 3 if I want to make it through now. Like, genuinely, preposterously good. A little bit too early on the brakes there, but it's all good. It's still not bad. Oh, I just feel like I've got really bad understeer for some reason. 3 temps up on Leclerc, but I've gone wide again, and it's just not a good lap so far. Too early on the brakes. Oh, it's been disastrous. Absolutely sent it through the castle section. That was nice, but again, I'm just getting so much understeer for no apparent reason. Like, genuinely so much understeer. I'm getting blocked by the Williams. Move. That was quite nice. Okay, it's a very nice Sector 2. I'm going to be a second. No! Oh, that's not what we need. Move! Oh, it's been such a bad lap, but somehow I'm flying. and I get a slipstream from this Racing Bulls. Come on, get out of my way. If I've somehow pulled this off, then everyone in F1 needs to be sacked, because this has been a truly egregious lap time. It's going to be a 40.5 we need. It's going to be a 40.5, and we match it. And it's a P12. Oh, no. I feel like I've thrown away a massive opportunity there. That's bad. And... Alright. Sergio Perez finishes 5th in Q2. 7 tenths faster than me. But the issue is that lap time is very reasonable. Like, I could easily beat that. I get blocked in Sector 1. And then I mess up Sector 2. Sector 3 was pretty good. I mean, it is literally one corner, but still. If we look at the losses then, 35-4 for Perez, 35-4 for me. So I matched him in Sector 1, which is fine. And then I did a 40.7. Perez did a 40.9. So I gained 2 tenths. So I'm actually 3 tenths up. So how did I seriously lose over a second in Sector 3? Hang on. 23.5. Oh, wow. I actually lost 9 tenths. It was all in Sector 3. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I actually need to run a lot less downforce then. Because obviously Sector 3 is a straight. I mean, to be fair, I did, like, spin a little bit, but that is at 9... Wow, I genuinely lost 9 tenths in one sector. So if I match Perez in Sector 3, which I should be doing, I'll do exactly the same lap. Awesome. Okay, into the race then, starting 12th. That's actually, I think that's the first time ever that Perez has out-qualified me. Actually, no, I know it isn't, because I've made a few mistakes, but there we go. Terrible. Genuinely terrible. I mean, I literally had it. It should have been the easiest Q3 of my life. I was flying, I was on some good runs, the battery management was a lot better, and then somehow I stink it up and finish 12th. But Sunday is all that matters, isn't it? It's where you finish, not where you start. So let's have a good race, bring it back, score some points, let's have it. I guarantee Perez was only like 10th and 9th in Q3 as well, I guarantee it. But that's just what's really annoying about this career mode so far, is that it just feels like, oh Nelly, if you minus all of the mistakes I've been making in every single quali in the race, I'll probably have 20 to 30 points rather than like 2, and I'll probably have quite a lot of Q3s in my name. But instead, I barely score a point. I feel I've got 2 or 3 points this season, and I very rarely get into Q3. Here we go then, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, round number 8, or is it 9? I think it's 9. Let's see where Sergio Perez qualified. He is going to be P8, so not great. He is ahead of Hadjar, to be fair. I'm starting P11, so we have 1 grid penalty, which is going to be Leclerc, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Strategy, now remember, the game, my estimation of fuel was 25 laps of fuel, which is that. So they want me to underfuel by a lap. Do I try it? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I will just put 26 in though, and we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a 2-stop strategy. Honestly, I feel like we could maybe make the 1-stop work. The tyre wear looks pretty bad, obviously. I mean, it's 76 for 14 laps, and that's only half race distance. So, maybe not, but we'll see how the tyres develop as the race goes on. I do want to extend by... you know what I actually want to do? I want to do this. Actually, I don't know what I want to do. No, I do know. I want to do this. That's what I want to do. There we go. That's the strategy sorted. Car set up. I'm going to lower my downforce quite a bit. Here we go then. The high track limits to turbo 4 Charles' famous crash is awful. You can cut it all the way to the wall. Well, not from my experience, but there we go. I mean, you can cut the curb passively, but it's still not track limits, but I haven't really tried, like, going off that much. I don't really go off track limits on purpose, do you know what I mean? I mean, obviously I go off all the time, but I don't intend to. I'm just not a very good driver. Oh, JT, thanks for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Please, anyone, do let me know if the game audio is too loud. There is a bug where the game audio gets louder when you go between sessions. So, yeah. Great game. There it is. I mean, I'll show you how I go to the corner, and then you'll tell me if that's what you mean, or if you can genuinely cut the entire thing. So obviously the main objective for this race is to... I've got two. The main one is to just have a clean race. That's always the main thing, because that's the one thing I've really struggled with this season, and with these cars, I just can't do a clean race. I'm genuinely useless, like Hamilton in Hungary last year. But also beat Perez, which might actually be difficult. Wait, did I change the difficulty? I did, didn't I? I'm better off. I need to double check if I did, because I've genuinely forgot if I did. Oh dear. Okay, I did. Thank the Lord. That would have been bad. I will forget to do that one, though. I definitely will. Alright, so here's how I take this corner, which is, I assume, the corner you mean. I kind of do this. I mean, I do what the AI do. I do like that. But that isn't track limits. So I don't know. There we go. Gotta try not to go into that wall today. I will probably go into the wall on the left. I do that a lot more often. But there we go. You can do more? I see. Okay. I'm not going to, because I feel like that's just... Cringe is the wrong word, but... Going off the purposeful track limits to gain, like, 100th a lap is just not... don't really want to. I'd rather just be a bit fairer and stay within the actual proper track limits. A bit like Madrid, where you could just cut the entirety of that corner before they put the sausage in. I still wouldn't do it because it's just, yeah, I don't know, unlawful. Alright, come on. I should probably be using the lean fuel mode for this formation lap, because then, obviously, I'm using less fuel. Although I'm not really using fuel anyway, because I'm not going full throttle or anything. Now, keep in mind, I have fueled myself here for 26 laps. It's a 26-lap race. So this is to test if it actually underfuels me or if I'm alright. Here we go, then. Burnout for no reason. Well, other than it's fun. 0.3. Glass is adjusted. Let's do this thing. Starting P11, Perez in P8. We could be on for double points for Cadillac here. Let's do it. Come on. And we're off. It's not a good reaction time. It's a good second phase, though. Really good stuff. Into turn one. They're going 3 wide with Perez. Someone's going up the inside. It's Max Verstappen, who starts behind me somehow. I don't remember that happening. He goes down the inside. And he actually gets a double dive bomb. Okay. Fair play, Max. I was not expecting that. Okay. There we go. Cool. So we're down to place. All good. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that from Ocon. Good reaction time from me to move to the outside there. That was quite scary. Now, of course, Verstappen's in a much faster car, so I kind of expect that, but I would also like to get past, you know, Ocon and Perez and the cars that are slower, but still way faster than us. Keep in mind, I'll say it again, we have the second slowest car right now. Aston are the only car that's worse, and yet Perez is in 9th and I'm in 12th. That is actually possible. You can actually overtake there. If you cut the inside like I just did, the AI, obviously, they take the natural racing line and going a bit wide. You can actually get a move if you get a good exit. Do a bit of Lyco. I'll probably keep my thing on medium and then just dump it down the straights. You get the blue energy there? Okay. Now, you can basically use your entire battery down this main straight, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, and see if that's just good. Slipstreaming Archon here, we could have a move. Come on! Go! Speed! Oh, Christ, Leclerc's going up the outside as well. Way too late on the brakes. Turn in. Good move. That was actually really well done. I thought I completely outbraked myself, but I didn't, so we'll take it. So we are up a place on the opening lap, although I haven't, obviously, back to where I started, essentially. Now, of course, it's pretty crucial that I get within a second of Verstappen and Perez and all them lot. Well, that was close to the wall. That's probably about as close as you're ever going to get without hitting it. That was quite inspirational. Could be a chance at Max here if I use a bit of battery. Although it is, of course, very risky, and about here, it's not really possible anymore. So let's back out of that one. And, of course, being able to follow the AI so closely is helping me drive, like, a lot. If I was on my own right now and no one around me, I'll be buggered. I'll probably crash already. We've got a lovely chance at getting past Max here, but he's also going for a move on Checo, and we're also going to go for a move on Checo. Up the inside, he's left me no room at all. Sergio Perez, my teammate, completely blocks me, whilst allowing his ex-teammate to pass me. You dirty cretin. Obviously, he's still being paid by Red Bull, because that's egregious from Checo. Massive scrap going up ahead. There could be a chance still. I'm not having that, though. That is bad from Perez. To be fair, this is his first time in front of me on pace, so he probably wants to make the most of it. As I outbrake myself and almost get a sensational move. Could still get a sensational move on Sergio Perez. Oh, that's foul. Give him some room so he can fight back a little bit. But he can. No, he can't. Yeah, he can. We go wheel to wheel through this section, which is very ill-advised. And we're still going wheel to wheel with me and Perez. And I finally get the place. What a bit of racing between the Cadillacs. No contact, kept it fair, and kept in touch with Alex Albon. So that is excellent stuff as I hit the wall, but we avoid damage, so it's okay. That was beautiful. That does, of course, mean we are now inside the top 10. Excellent news. Now, of course, Charles Leclerc is going to be a bit of a problem in the Ferrari. It's also important to keep in mind, obviously, I'm on the medium tyre right now. So I should be a bit faster, but I'm not. I kind of am, but not really. Still, we're 3 laps in and I'm really happy so far. MotoGP is still at 4 PM this Sunday. If I had, like, TNT to watch it, I would. But, yeah, I mean, paying, like, 30 quid just to watch MotoGP seems a bit ill financially. But I definitely would watch it if I had the means to, unless I do a bit of a dodgy and go on to some estranged websites. I mean, to be fair, I pay like 2 quid a month to watch every single Premier League game on some, like, Ukrainian service. So I wonder if there's that for, like motorsport. That'd be quite cool. a little bit of lifting and coasting. Actually, one thing I've noticed is, as you can see in the bottom right, when I started this race, my fuel was 0.3. It's now 0.4. So you can actually underfuel the 2026 cars, and you're fine. So there we go. And the pacing's a lot better now. I've put half a second on Perez this lap. And we're now looking to close in on Albon. Hadjar up ahead, as is Verstappen, who is on an absolute mission, as Leclerc gets past Checo. Unlucky for you, mate. I could dive bomb Alex Albon here, but
We're approaching the
not going to.
And you're going to be on mediums.
Pit spot is brilliant. I don't know what that is, but you've intrigued me, so I'm going to have a look at that. Alright, Tafu. Hang on, mystery move on Albon. Where's that come from then? Okay, I wasn't even looking at my screen. We get past Alex Albon for P9.
No issues with tyre wear for now.
And there is a massive scrap going up here between Hadjar, Verstappen, and someone else, I believe it's a Mercedes. And we are right in the mixture here. Like, we are in there, like swimwear. And yeah, I don't know what that rhyme was, just forget about it. But we're on for a really good result so far. I mean, like I said, I am on the medium tyre, everyone else on hard, so my pace is going to be better than, like, if I was on the hard tyre, obviously. But even so, the fact I'm fighting up in the top 8, top 7 kind of area right now is very impressive. Although, to be fair, I was doing that in Madrid before I crashed, but we don't talk about that. Yeah, I'm gaining like 0.02 laps of like extra fuel per lap. So maybe my underfueling would actually have worked. But honestly, I'm using a lot less fuel than I would anyway, so I'm still gaining because of it. See if we can get Hadjar here. They do like to use the battery down the main straight, and I know I can go down to 30, and I'll be fine. Don't know why Russell's going so wide there to defend, but there you go. They're actually going wheel to wheel, which is going to allow me to catch up. As Albon gets past Perez, so that means Perez is now P10. And this is a golden opportunity. Dump that battery. Is any of these lot not using their battery? Max Verstappen isn't. Isaac Hadjar's going for it, but there's an Alex Albon in the way as well. Absolute kick-off-a-fee. Hadjar hits the inside wall, and that's not even Max either, it's George Russell. I'm blind. All good. They're still going wheel to wheel. Russell completely blocks me. We're trying to go for a move around the outside. This is so brave and stupid, but it's also marvellous. We get past George Russell. Come on! I mean, he's useless, but, you know, still a fantastic move on a Mercedes when you're in the second slowest car. And we are now up to P8 in this race. And I'm loving life. This is brilliant. Just got to be careful of the oversteer that could start happening now because of my tyre wear, especially on the rear end. The fact like my pace is like not just good because I'm mediums, it's just good in general. It's very nice. And we can have another move on Hadjar here. He is really slow down this straight. And we saw past Hadjar for P7. Come on! Hang on, he's fighting back. I lied. Oh dear.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
I have outbraked him by a few meters. Outside line. And we're through. I think if I just brake a little bit later through here, we should have the move done. And we do. Daniel Ricciardo up to P7. Come on! We're having an absolute blinder here today. This is sensational driving. I haven't had this feeling in so long, but I just feel so comfortable driving this car. It is difficult to read chat though, I won't lie. You can only really do it down the main straight, and I'm usually battling someone. But I'll try and catch up in a second. I could just do my old strategy of just pausing the game for like 5 seconds. Do I watch just F1 or do I watch NASCAR and IndyCar too? I mean, considering I'm British, I don't really watch anything American, full stop. But no, I only watch F1, mainly because, like, with MotoGP, you end up paying for about 47 different subscriptions, and it just costs too much money. I mean, I have Sky Sports for the F1, but also for tennis and football, and that's all I really afford and get. So there you go. Gym membership. Oh, why do I need a gym membership for, mate? There's all this. I've always noticed this weird, like, conception that people think that the only way that people lose weight is going to the gym, which it isn't. Going to the gym is for building muscle, not losing weight. But there we go. Anyway, we continue. I mean, if you want to pay for a gym membership, I'll happily start going. Like, genuinely, if you pay for it, I'll go. I'm there. I'll go every day if you pay for it. But we'll be doing that myself. I'll just stick to the method I have been losing to lose 1/5 of my body weight in half a year. There we go.
Box.
But I'm boxing this lap already? I'm gonna keep going. I mean, if I could keep up with Albon, or Sainz rather, who I'm now gonna overtake, no, I'm staying out one more lap because the pace is fire. I'm on rails right now. See you later, Chitty Con Carne, up to P6. This is not iRacing, Josh, no, this is F1 25. I've outbraked myself there. And I've been reversed, swept. What's the word? I forgot what the word is. What's it called? Switchback, that's it, by Sainz. We have another opportunity here. Round the outside. If I don't muck up my braking this time, we should have the move done. Which I don't, and we're through. So I will box this lap, but getting an extra lap in is actually really nice. And oh dear. Yeah, the car's suddenly broken. Oh dear. Oh, what's going on? Why can't I do it anymore? I paused my game and suddenly it's all falling apart. Right, mobbing. Oh, sorry. Cut that a bit too cornery. I like how I've just suddenly forgotten how to speak this stream so far. I keep just saying random words that have never been said before. I mean, look, even the pace with these tyres and me making mistakes, I'm still faster than Sainz. Tyre wear is going to look pretty good, actually. I'm staying out. I'm switching to a one-stopper. This is perfectly fine. I mean, if I do 15 laps on the hard... Oh, I can't do basic maths. Oh, dear. If I go to lap 11 or lap 12, then I'll be fine. Sports across the board, they are genuinely, like, just way too much, all of them. Doesn't matter what it is, it's too much. Oh, Sainz has gone for a move and he's flied the wall. Well done, mate. Day 65 I was going to sing last Friday night. You know what? I'll do it for 5,000 subscribers. How about that? It could be day 4 million or 400 by that point, but that's what I'll do. Right, David. Okay, I've just got to watch my braking at turn 4, and then I'm fine. I can still just use way more battery in Sector 1, though. I need to greed it massively. And Verstappen, by the way, only a 10th quicker than me. I am truly flying in Baku right now. Oh, shit, as I look at chat and then crash. All good. Oh my goodness. See what happens when I'm not directly following a car? I've just lost a second because of that. When I'm not directly following another driver, I find it so difficult to just drive and, like, brake by myself. I'm too set... Oh, jeez Louise, yeah, that's bad. guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate.
Only 250 subs away, make sure you don't do it without me, sure thing. I think I might do like some open lobbies for 5,000 subscribers and just see how it goes. We'll see though, it's still a long way away. I mean, you say only 250, but that's quite a lot when you're a channel of my size. I mean, when some people getting that every like couple hours. That's like, what, 5% of my total following or something like that? But if I step up my production, I go back to uploading a video every day and a short every day and stream every other day, that kind of thing, I think we'll get there in like maybe a couple months. That would be nice. Oh, I'm just finding it so difficult to drive on my own. It's so hard.
Pit now.
No, I'm not pitting yet. I've got one more lap left, Mark. Tyre's not going to be in the 50s. That's fine. Okay, Jacko, you do you, boss. I won't interrupt. What's the news about Russell, the possible exit? I doubt that's any truth to that. Didn't he literally say in Spa he's just signed an extension, or there's like an extension announcement coming soon or something? So we're now getting our first drivers pitting. I didn't see what tyres they are on, but I have to imagine they were on mediums, and we'll go from there.
Okay, Mika, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next
Oh,
lap
I'm
quick.
first! I didn't even realise. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. I'm literally first in the Grand Prix. It's a Cadillac 1-2! Look at the boys go! Look how far we've come! I wish that was actually like real and not just because we haven't pitted yet. I hope Ocon hasn't pitted, because he's only 10 seconds back. Which means if I pit, I'll be like 10 seconds behind him. I'm debating if I should do one more lap, because I feel like 15 laps on the hards might get a bit tricky, but these tyres are already pretty bad.
Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach.
Yeah, no, we're coming now. Yeah. I'm going to do the George Russell pit entry and see how it goes. So, wish me luck. Come on. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling myself like I lost my keys. Okay, I scraped the wall, but honestly, that was pretty good.
Forget the targets for now.
So we're now in the pit lane. We're going to get rid of our mediums onto the hard for the one-stop strategy. And there's only going to be a Cadillac double stack, but I'm so far ahead that it shouldn't matter unless we have a slow stop. Which we don't. So I exit. Sergio Perez enters. It's a beautiful stop. Well done, Cadillac. That's good stuff. We're going to exit the pits. Almost wheel-to-wheel with calorie signs. We do come out ahead of him, so I've managed to pit up to 4 laps later, or 3 laps later, and still come out ahead of him, which is crucial. There we go. Oh, okay, my whole strategy's just come undone. I forgot to, oh. Well, there you go, that's my race, not my race done, but my potential podium gone, because it's put me on more mediums as opposed to a set of hards, which is my fault entirely. Okay, so that just means I'm going to get really good hard tyres, and, well, I've lost probably a good couple of seconds. It's not as bad as it could be, but if I did actually do a one-stop, which was the plan, I was actually on for like a podium. Oh well. When I start streaming on Twitch, But there's two answers. In general, 11 years ago, this specific, like, iteration, F1 Crim, early 2023, so 3.5 years. I did that in another race, like, I don't know if it was in this career mode, but it was at Monza. I did the same thing. I was meant to go to a one-stop, I was on the medium, and because I didn't go into here and change this to new hard, I ended up on a really butchered strategy. But there we go. Can I not do a soft? I could. I just feel like the soft only lasts about 4 laps. Although saying that, the mediums went 3 laps longer than expected, so maybe the soft will too. We'll see, we'll see. If my tyres are still decent, with 5 laps left, then I will go onto the soft. I think that's a good idea. I'm not happy about Chili Con Carne being able to keep up with me so closely. I thought I'd be able to just whiz and just disappear past him, considering I was doing that on the medium when he was on the hard, and obviously that's the same situation now. Yeah, to be honest, I just never ever consider using the soft in a race because it just wears way too quickly, but this may be a rare exception where the tyre wear is not as high as predicted. Do I have to do 3 stops? I mean, I've done 1 so far. And these mediums, I mean, I have to change tyre because I've only used the mediums this race. So it'll be a 2-stopper. The plan was a 1-stop. It's going to be a 2-stop. Finally put some time on signs though, which is nice. Got a bit of breathing room. Oh, I know we're only 9 races into this season, but if I was to wrap it up in one word so far, or 2 words actually, it's missed opportunities. Near enough every other race, there have been easy opportunities to score big points, and I've just not been able to do it. I mean, Madrid, the previous race, I was running like 5th, and I had good pace to get to 3rd. And I crashed and finished 10th. Here, I was meant to 1-stop, and that could have got me into the top 5, maybe even more. But because I didn't change my tyre to like pit 2, it's now looking like a P7, maybe a P6, but yeah. What driver am I? I'm Daniel Ricciardo. This is a Daniel Ricciardo driver career. Alright, Sinachada. Hope life's treating me well. Yeah, I couldn't complain. Hope you've been good yourself. Alright, and I've now got blue energy, as I like to call it, on Charles Leclerc. And I'm flying. Just like I was before. What team? I'm driving for Cadillac currently. I will probably move in a season or 2's time to go to a top team, but for right now, we are a Cadillac driver alongside Sergio Perez, who is my favourite driver. So I'm actually battering my favourite driver every race, which ain't a great feeling, but there we go. I actually want to look at where Perez is right now, because he did start 8th, which is by far his best qualifying. That was his first time out of Q1, and he got into Q3 ahead of me. He put 7 tenths on me. 9 tenths, actually. So I want to see if he's in the points still. Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 12th.
Softs?
Time last lap, 1:44.0.
44.0, old soft tyres, P12. Those are all things that I just didn't want to hear. Oh, Nelly. So like those little errors, I really just don't mind. It's them big ones where I lose a second that annoy me, that I keep making. Yeah, pace is lovely. This is really good. I'm actually way faster than Max Verstappen too. Although I have got fresher tyres, I need to address that. We have a chance of getting past Charles Leclerc here with the battery being dumped. I can only go down to 30%. Actually, that's not true, actually. As we go around the outside, I'm going to have to outbrake the bugger. Here we go.
Window and you're going to be on mediums. Oh,
I didn't outbrake him, but I do have the outside line, and we get through. What is happening? Daniel Ricciardo is now up to P6 in this race. Leclerc is going to try and fight back, but he just can't get close enough. Right, I think I do that, by the way. I think I just try and stay out and then go onto the soft and hope that it can last and also have really good pace. I've never crashed in this career. I crashed literally 3 times a race, mate. It's genuinely a miracle that we're over halfway through this race and I haven't crashed. Now, let me make sure that that's on that.
Okay, red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane.
Oh, that's gorgeously timed. That is tremendous. Right, so, essentially, what this means is there's going to be, what, 8 laps remaining? Or something like that? Yes, 8 laps remaining, 9 laps remaining.
Let's have a think about how we
hard tyres is the way to go. We can't do softs for 9 laps. That's just not going to work. But, wait, no, that doesn't really work. I don't think it changes anything, to be honest. Okay, well, fine. All that means is that I don't need to go to the soft. I can finish on the hard tyre. And, yeah, that's all, really. I'm going to be starting P6. And with some consistent lap times, we might be able to go a bit further. Right, then, let's hope we get a good race start, because I've been struggling with that. But here we go, then. Race start number 2. We're off. Much better reaction. Second phase isn't great, but it's not bad at all. I have just killed everyone in turn 1. I've actually helped Norris there. He's actually, or Piastri, sorry, he's actually got ahead of Verstappen and his teammates. So I've actually just helped him. You're welcome, Oscar. We don't lose any plays, we don't gain any. I'm happy with that, all good. Look at the tyres, though. This is bad. Hajar trying to go down the inside. He's going for it, and oh, what's bad about this is that everyone is on mediums and I'm on hards. So this has actually played out quite bad for me. To be honest, it's really not good. It's essentially, yeah, my advantage without the red flag was that, oh, do you know what's actually really annoying about this? It's really, really annoying. If I pitted for hards like I was meant to, it means that I would be on the mediums right now and really fast. But now I'm stuck on the hard tyre and I'm going to be really slow because everyone else is on mediums. This is bad. We've got 2 retirements. I don't know who they are, but we do. Obviously, one of them caused the red flag probably, or maybe both, who knows? Already near second behind Max, and it's not really, nothing's really happened. I'm just kind of slow because I'm on hard tyres. Hopefully, the mediums will wear a little bit and I'll be able to mount a kind of a comeback, but we'll have to wait and see. Isaac Hajar is flying down the main straight though with the slipstream. He's going to try and go down the inside. Brakes later than me, hits the wall. I've given plenty of room. I'm going to fight this. And I think we keep the place, but obviously now we're going to be 1.7 behind Max, and I'm going to lose that blue energy, which is going to absolutely bugger me. So what was supposed to happen this race is that I pit for hards, I either one stop and probably finish in the top 5, top 4, maybe even a win. And then if there was a red flag like there was, I'd be able to pit for mediums. Now, I've pitted for mediums, I've gained nothing from extending my first stint, and now the red flag has cost me a lot. A potential top 5 and maybe even a top 6, and I'll probably fall back even further. .8 behind Max. Obviously, I just can't really do anything. And now it's just about trying to hold on wherever I can, basically. There's not even a big gap between me and the others right now. It's literally just us. Like, me back to, like, 18th. 41.5 for Lewis. It's going to be a 42.7. So I'm a second off the fastest lap. Which might not be too bad, considering I'm in the second slowest car on hards, with everyone else on mediums, but still. Piastri gets done by Norris, Hajar looking for a move.
Okay, Mika,
Not gonna
I'd
happen.
love to see a bit of aggression, but not like this, mate. Come on, let's keep it clean.
What do you mean avoid what? Does that include the wall? Because if so, I'm buggered. Improved massively recently, you're in the flow. Well, by recently you mean the last, like, 3 hours, then yeah. Let's not forget, it was literally yesterday where I crashed from a potential podium. And then I've just done that. It's that curb, it's an awful curb, it's like a big sausage thing. You try and cut it, you die. Still though, I've actually gained on some of the cars around me that lap, so we'll take it. And I won't lie to you, I desperately need a number 2 right now, and it's kind of distracting me. Oh my, that freeze was egregious. So Leclerc gets past Russell and Hajar. Russell gets past Hajar too. And now Sainz gets past Hajar and Russell. Wow, they're proper scrapping. At least that gives me a bit of breathing room from Leclerc. Or not Leclerc, the people behind Leclerc. It is looking like a P6 though, which... or maybe actually a P7. Which really isn't bad, that's actually quite good. That's my best result of the season by some distance. Still got to drive like 5.5 laps and get it though, of course. Right, JM. Why don't I drove the halo camera and not the driver's view? Because I want to. That's literally it, because it's better. That's why I prefer, so there we go. Plus, literally everyone else does. 90% of people use this view, so there you go. Which makes out of turn 4. Brake a bit earlier. Yeah, no, yeah. I've been struggling. That's actually the fact that that corner is where I'm struggling most is massive. Because it used to be like everywhere nearly, but the fact it's like mainly just that corner is a massive improvement from when I last raced around here. I mean, a perfect answer or not, that's just how I answer things like that. There ain't no deeper reason, it's just because I want to. A bit like when I used to use the racing line, and people say, like, why do you use the racing line in the steering wheel? And I'll be like, because I want to. I'm not one of those that goes into a deep analysis answer of why I do something or I don't. This has been a very good lap so far. I'm still hoping that the mediums go off a tad, because then I can try and catch up. The fact that's even a real, like, possibility is crazy. I mean, you got to keep in mind, again, I'm in the second slowest car, and I'm doing this. Right, Hugh? F123, I was the GOAT of Baku. 110 difficulty, always on pole by a 10th. Since F124 came out, I can't even pass Q1. I'm not going to say that's odd, but I haven't had something similar. I mean, F123, yeah, 23 and 4, I've used 107 or 6. 25, I've always done 110 on every circuit. I mean, qualifying in 25 is, like, different because there's a bug in the game, but, yeah, I've not really had that. I mean, if the 26 version, it makes sense, because they made the AI really broken, like, way too strong in qualifying. Oh, Nelly, that's my first real big mistake, and that was just a pure loss of concentration. But yeah, 25, 4, and 3, I felt it was pretty consistent. Time's starting to go a little bit now, which ain't ideal, because I was hoping the mediums would go out, which they are, because as you can see, I'm almost within a second of Max Verstappen. In fact, I am within a second of Max Verstappen. This is not over by any means. Keep in mind, the leader is only just a little bit ahead of all of these lot. If something happens, we're in there. We've got a great chance of getting past Maxi here. I lied, he's put his battery on. All good. Speed! 347, that's pretty bloody fast. Oh, we are right in the mix. Come on. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be able to overtake these lot, but you never know. There might be an opportunity that springs up.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
There might actually be a move on Max here. No, he blocks it well. If you're careful enough, you can actually slip up the inside there. But it's very risky. Oh, Max, you're so slow. Why are you so slow, though, is the question. Oh, this is so stupid. Let's not do that. Let's be smart about this. Right, I'm about to dump, like, my entire battery down this straight, like, literally the whole thing. I've still got to wait, because Max is just buying his time for some reason. Come on. Get up the inside of Max. And we're already through before the straight even really starts. Up to P5 goes Danny Rigg. Max is going to fight back, because that's what these lot do. Down the inside, here he comes. Oh, he's very fast. Oh, he's way too fast, actually. He's not going to cut me off yet. We're going to go around the outside. Come on, Carl, grip up for me. We go wheel to wheel through turn 2 as well. And I think we're finally through. Yes, we are. Come on! Up to P4. 5, rather. Both McLarens ahead of me and fighting. Ish. Only 2 laps remaining, though. I don't really have much time. I just don't want to cock up and go off in this position. I don't even care if I mean, obviously I care if I gain places, but I mean, I want to at least finish here. Was a bit of a slide for Piastri. Fastest lap of the race, by the way. Time to unleash the battery and see what this car's got. Oh, we're flying. Oh, look at this. Round the outside of Oscar, and we're through. And Lando Norris is so slow up ahead. Oscar Piastri going to fight it back. Come on! Speed! Here comes Oscar. Down the inside, we now start the final lap of the race. Lando Norris is going to completely block him into turn 1. Oscar Piastri has the inside line. Go a little bit wide so he doesn't go down the inside, and we're through. Daniel Ricciardo is now 4th, with Lando Norris just ahead. Come on, let's get him. Somehow, I don't know how I'm going to do that just yet, but we'll figure that out later. My only chance, wait. Antonelli and someone else are scrapping up ahead, and I can't close in now, because Norris is going to get the blue energy. Go! Come on. Oh, look at this. I'll tell you what, Antonelli has ruined me here. There was actually a chance to get Norris down the straight, but he's now going to have the blue power, so it's going to be, like, literally impossible. But what a race this has been. I'm not going to say anything yet because I'm going to concentrate and not cock this up. I'm going to wait until we actually get to the checkered flag. And the racing obviously ain't over. We could still somehow get Norris, but he is going to have the blue power, and that's going to make life exceptionally difficult to get past him. We put the battery on. I've just got to hope that he's used his battery. Here we go. Come on. Put it on now. Speed and power. This could be it. With Lando Norris, we're going to use the slipstream. Come on! No, he's getting away! No! We're so close! Oh, we finished 4th. Oh, you know what? I should have turned on my battery earlier. I might have got him. Oh, okay, you know what? I honestly, while I'm taking my gloves off, honestly, I'm not bothered. Well, I am bothered. I'm very bothered. But I mean more so that is by far the best drive of the season and by far the best result of the season. P10 has been my best finish. It's now P4. Come on! We take that all day long. I take that. I should have got Norris. I mean, the thing is, I was thinking about turning my battery on earlier, but I thought what would happen is that I'd just get stuck behind him, which means I'd have to lift off. Then I definitely wouldn't get him. I wouldn't have got him. But I could have definitely done it a little bit earlier, and that might have been the difference. But he did spear off at the end, and he had the slipstream from Antonelli, so I don't know. Hamilton wins the race, though, so fair play. Norris gets 3rd, Antonelli 2nd.
Well, what an end to another fantastic
replay side to side Max. I don't remember what that was.
Joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
I'll have a look, though. So we finished 4th. This is actually quite crucial, by the way. Ricciardo finishes 4th, me, from 11th. Perez finishes 13th from 8th. So I gain 7 places, he loses 5. And I ended up putting 14 seconds on him, which is really, really good stuff, considering he put 9 tenths on me in qualifying. But there we go, the standings then after an unbelievable race. I mean, if I was going to have a race that was, like, really good, it wasn't going to be at Baku. I'd never have guessed it. But here we go, then. The drivers is going to look like this. We go from 3 points to 15, and we go ahead of Gasly, and we're only 2 behind Alex Albon. Sergio Perez moves up to 20th, and he gains 2 places in the drivers because he got 13th. Constructors, we are now ahead of Alpine and Haas, and we go back into P6. What we want. Good racing, thanks, Oscar. Well, I want to see the Wills wheel with Perez was really good. Sorry if the audio is really loud, by the way. Is it here? Yeah. This was some really good wheel to wheel. This was ethical wheel racing, is what you want. With the both of the Cadillacs. Down the inside of 4, left him room. He put the battery on and fought back for 5. That livery is so nice as well. And again, like here, I usually would just cut him off, but I did give him room. And then, using a bit more battery, Perez fell behind. I was able to cut back in front and get the place. Right. Verstappen lap 25. Oh, this! I'm being dumb. For some reason, I thought this race was like 68 laps long. Okay, sure. Oh, is this then? Is it here? Is it here? Yeah. I wish I was this good or could install liveries and mods. Yeah, well, that's just PC, innit? I mean, it's not like I've done anything particularly impressive, but there we go. So I go around the outside. It's not even Max. No, it is Max. Why has he got Hajar's helmet? Okay, so there must be something up with the mod then. This livery mod, there must be something that changes their helmets round somehow. But as you can see, Hajar's got Verstappen's helmet. And, yeah. I'll tell you what, when I was overtaking Hajar, I did think to myself, why does it look like he's got Max's helmet on? Because he does. Anyway, let's go back to this and watch this through. So round turn 1, which was nice. And then I tried to outbrake him, but I didn't. So I went very, very wide. And then just had better grip, basically. But I want to look at this with the end of Norris. So, okay, so let's take a look. I turned on my battery. It was actually a lot earlier than I thought. It was... Oh, no, I did have it on the entire time. Oh. Never mind, then. I lied. There was actually nothing more I could do. As you can see, I got really close here, but then because he had the slipstream from Antonelli, and he had a lot of battery remaining, there was nothing I could do. If I was running a bit less downforce, maybe, but that's all hindsight, really, at the end of the day. He ended up getting that podium by, what? 1/10. Jeez Louise. Okay, fantastic race, though. Easily, by an absolute, well, about 47 country miles. That is the best race of the season. Like, it's not even a competition. Both in result, both in performance, in action. Unreal. That's going to be a really good video when I get round to it, which is going to take a while. Because, well, I uploaded episode 4 of Season 2 today. That was episode 9. Plus, I've got about 10 My Team videos to do. So it's probably going to be 2 to 3 weeks before you see this edited on my YouTube channel. All my fault entirely. I kind of just sacked it off for no apparent reason. And now we've got Singapore. I've been live for 1 hour and 40 already. And we've got Singapore, which includes a sprint race. Secret meeting with Haas. Okay, you know what? I'll accept it just to keep my options open. But I can't really see myself going back to my ex-team. And they're also not that much better. They're like... Oh, no, they actually are quite good. I lied. Never mind. We are actually ahead of Williams now in the R&D, which is nice. Shut up!
You're welcome.
My god, Naomi's so annoying. Not Naomi, that's not her name. That's the commentator. She's alright. I mean, Anita or I don't know what her name. I've already forgot. She's that irrelevant. All good. Right, upgrade. Can't get any. No, we can. This. Thank you. Remember me? Of course I remember you, Harrison. Yes, yes, yes. Don't you worry. Okay, that. 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 I know that. Failed? You bastard. Right, I don't think we need to do this. Nah. Nothing to go over. Let's begin. Right, difficulty should just be 110 throughout, if what I remember. Yes, cool. So that's what I mean. Some tracks, it's fine. With the difficulty, you can leave quality at 110 and you're fine. Others like Madrid and Baku, though, oh wow, that's a terrible calendar, or weather. Wet quality in both instances for sprint and normal quality. Ah, it's just egregious. My goodness. That is bad. Well, it's been a very long time since I've been at Series. It's not been that long, but it's still been a decent amount of time. Am I even gonna remember where I'm going? Oh god, this stomachache is egregious. I might have to bin off the stream, not bin off the stream, but quickly go to number 2. If it's like really, if it's like that bad where I'm gonna shit my pants, then I will quickly. Oh, what are you doing? Whoa! Right, Patrick. Yeah, this track is obviously really difficult, but the main thing I used to struggle with when I was here on the 25 version, or actually no, it was the 26 version, oh Nelly, is not the tyre, oh yeah, the tyre wear, but the oversteer it causes. I was spinning about here like a madman when I was last here. Every corner, I was making some form of correction, but I was quite fast, even though I was doing all that. I'm doing alright, Patrick. Yeah, I'm a bit desperate for a shit, which you don't need to know, but there you go. Apart from that, I'm doing alright, mate. Hope you're doing good yourself. Yeah, as far as first laps go, it's pretty good. By the time I do race strategy, we should be pretty dialed in. No, apart from that, all good. It's all in practice.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Right, so how many times I've got one set of hards though? I've got to do quality plays on. I should not have done. Oh, Nelly, this is not going to be good. This qualifying pace is going to be shocking. Oh yeah. Okay then. Oh yeah, 20% in 3 laps. Yeah, this is not going to go well. We'll do it for the resource points, and that's about it. Oh, I've almost spun already. I mean, I'm alive. Already a 10th down though, but my tyres aren't completely dead, so we'll take it. I'm going to try leave overtake on permanently. I know you can, but obviously the grip gets a little bit shocking. I feel like when it's a sprint, rather than just making your tyres really hard to manage with, like, how many sets you get. They should just give you more sets. It's going to be a much easier solution. Yeah, this is kind of how the race is going to feel. All this sliding about nonsense. That's essentially what it's going to be. No, only 2 seconds off.
Well,
I mean, a brand new set of tyres, I probably do find those 2 seconds, so there we go. We can't run it again, Mark. I've got no tyres left. Right, race strategy on the hard tyre, which I should have. Yes, rough. Why is the F1 grid theme playing? We ain't racing just yet, boss. Relax. I just realised I've been getting like loads of like followers on TikTok, and I just haven't been seeing them on my... I might have been getting TikTok chats, and I've just not been seeing them this whole time. Oh, I know why. Oh, Nelly. Sorry if you've been messaging on TikTok. I've literally not been seeing the chat messages on my app that combines all my chats together. I now know why. Ah. Well, sorry about that, everyone. I apologise. But you should now be able to see my messages. So, there we go. Oh, no, I should be able to see yours, rather. Right, race strategy. I'm going to do that fuel thing that I was doing. Which does work. It's actually really good. Anyway, so I started... Let me write this down. I started on 7.04. Good. Stop. Stop. Probably need a thing in hot lap the entire time, to be honest. Dump the entire battery down here. I might try and run a little bit less downforce, to be honest. Because the AI are quite good down that straight, and I want to be able to overtake. So we'll look at the downforce. I think it should be like 50-50. So I might make it like 45, and that should be good. Oh, that understeer. Speed and power. Yo, McLaren, whichever one you are, I feel like you should just abandon your program at this point because you're distracting. You're putting me under pressure and you're getting no data from it. So why don't we work together and you just bin it off? Ah, wait, I didn't look at my fuel thing. Bollocks. I have to wait till next lap now. I'm an idiot. I've outbraked myself. I'm a double idiot. There is a house in my way. He is an idiot. Guarantee it's Ocon. Yep, knew it. What a surprise. Of course it's Ocon. It wouldn't be anything. It wouldn't be like a guy getting away. Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's always him or Gasly that's in my way. Can't even overtake him either because he's just there. Boom. Jeez Louise. Move, move, move. Oh, jeez. Get out my way. Get out my way. Get out my way! Yes! He's done it! Right, now you can hold up that McLaren for me. Now check. Seems to be a lot faster as well than the R10, which is nice. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to look at my fuel. How stupid can you be? Genuinely. At least the race isn't wet, and only qualifying is. I should still be able to make a comeback if my quality is not so good, which it probably won't be. It's in the wet, I've got no chance. Although saying that, the last time I qualified in the wet, I qualified on pole by half a second in the slowest car. So, who knows? Alright, LJ, I'm doing alright, mate. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good yourself. Right, 3:27. I must remember. Play sometime? Probably not, mate. No, I never really do stuff online. Ever. Okay, I definitely need to visit the lavatory after this before quali. I'll try and be quick, though. That's fine. I'm glad you understand, mate. Don't forget to muck up my fuel. Thank you for reminding me, mate. But we're on it now. We're on it now. And we are going to end with 2.32. Fantastic! Fantastic news.
Complete and a job well done.
Rightio then. So,
so come on back to the garage and I can take
I
you through the
need to
numbers.
do a little thing known as 3.27 minus 2.23. That gives us 1.04. So it's a little bit overfueled for Singapore, which makes sense. There's literally no lifting and coasting to do. After that lap, by the way, I'm only P11. Saying that, though, I didn't have overtakes, so that kind of makes sense. But still, that's a long way back. 2 seconds, actually, that's quite extortionate, to be honest. We might be alright come quali, but that's a ridiculous amount of time.
And if today's practice session is
And it's even worse. It's going to be, what's it in the end? I'm actually last in practice. Okay. Well, that's something you don't see very often. I'm a 10th behind Perez, and I'm a 2nd behind Hajar in 16th. Okay. Right, now I am going to quickly nip to the lavatory, because I had chicken wings last night. Oh, they're finished digesting, so I'm going to quickly pop a little thing. There we go. Right, I'll be right back. I'll play the F1 theme so you don't get, like, too lost in the sauce. Where's my playlist? There it is. I'll be back very soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for quali. And, sprint quali, sprint race quali, and the Grand Prix all to come. See you all in a second. Okay, we're in. That was the quickest shit I've ever done in my life. We're in. Quick. Okay, it's F126, boss. Okay, turn off that, turn off that. This. Okay. You alright, Adam? Oh, it's going to be quite a long stream. We're already 2 hours in, and I've still got sprint quali, sprint race. So, at least probably another hour and a half in it, so... Mom's gonna be dead? Nah, they're already dead anyway. That's fine. It's actually been better since because I've been playing every day. Near enough. I mean, even when I'm not streaming, I do sometimes just play. Mom's been getting a lot better during my drive. I mean, let me start my recording as well. Boom. Am I starting on the leaderboard this quick? Good question. I don't know myself. So welcome then to sprint qualifying. This is the first time, I believe, that I'm going to have the sprint quali and the sprint race featured in my YouTube video, so that's cool. Oh, we've been blessed. It was supposed to be raining, but it looks like it's going to be, oh, it's actually just for the beginning of SQ1. Okay then, let's get a good lap in. Let's go. How do you get on it? I think just typing. It's like the amount of messages you send or something like that. But I don't think it's just for this stream. I think it might be like over a period of time. I have no idea how it works. I've never watched a YouTube short in my life. Live. What am I trying to say? I've never watched a YouTube short live stream. That's what I'm trying to say, so I don't know. So here we go, and it's going to be my first and only run. Actually, no, not my only run, but it might rain. So this might be my only dry run for sprint qualifying, and here we go. Now, you can actually use overtake mode throughout the entire duration of the lap, so that is exactly what we're going to be doing, which might hamper the grip a little bit, but of course, that'll give us the most power, and power is always a good thing. As I cut the track, you're going to have to ignore that. I apologise. Sector 1 coming through, of course it is purple, but no one else has really done a lap yet, so we don't actually know what that means yet. It could be good, or it could be alright. We just don't know until I finish this lap and loads of others finish their lap too. Now, I am currently getting blocked by a Mercedes. I don't know where he's going, and I'm going to get blocked by the Mercedes here, and this is losing me so much time. Move! That could have been a lot worse, to be fair. I have still just lost probably half a second from that. It's not purple through Sector 2, which does make sense, but that just means I'm holding on to a purple Sector 1, which ain't bad. I'm now going to get a slipstream off this Alpine, which is nice. Thank you very much. We go into the final sector. It's a good entry. Don't ride the curb too much. Get on power nice and early. Nail the final corner, which I do, and that's actually not a bad lap, apart from when I get held up. It's going to be a P7. We're behind Stroll and Lawson, but we are ahead of Perez, so it's bad, but it could be worse. I've completed my minimum objective of getting ahead of Perez, so there we go. You can ban people, you can ban people. Well, actually, I can't because I'm using a third-party app to look at my chat, but yeah. I don't really need to. Holy track limits, bro, it was literally, like, that much. It's not that big of a deal. I do try and avoid it, but it's not the end of the world. I gained, like, 200s because of it. Anyway, did I remove the battery? I did, but I didn't want to do it mid-season, so I'm going to do it after I finish this season. There. 16th currently, which is enough to get through, but only by a 10th. So it's not great. I'm 4 steps up on Perez, though. And it is actually staying dry, so I'm going to go for a second run, but I'll be surprised if I improve, but why not? Let's go. Right, Hugo. You have to add mod. Well, I don't have to. I could. And actually, it's now raining, which means I'm hoping no one else can get a lap in and improve. So I should be into Q2, which would be a very lucky escape. Obviously, I'm not going to improve at this stage, and I'm still P16, so we should be good. So I'm just going to go back in the pits, basically. There's no point in being out now. I can barely drive in a straight line. Cool, we should be in then. Yeah, we are. Okay, Q2 at Singapore. Where's Q2? Lovely job. Right, Millens. I can't believe I didn't have my TikTok chat on this entire time until like 10 minutes ago. I am sorry again if I've missed TikTok messages. I literally couldn't see them until 10 minutes ago. But we do make it through. Big dub. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I mean, I know I finished 4th in Baku, but still.
So much action still to come.
Poor Piastri was a bit lucky. Any surprise exits? No. Alpine, Audi, Haas. I mean, both Astons getting through. That's actually not too surprising now, considering their car's actually not bad. I mean, Alonso got into Q2. Where did I finish in Baku? I left. I got 4th, mate. It was easily my best drive of the season. Like, it was unreal. But yeah, to be fair though, I haven't had a reason to ban anyone for so long now, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, usually I was getting all them messages that had to be banned because I was pulling 500 viewers. So I kind of wish I could have the 500 viewers and then just ban people. But to be fair, with me, the only things that get banned are like broader things. Like if you insult me, I couldn't give a shit. You're fine. But it's the normal way, you know. It's the discrimination, it's politics, it's all of that kind of thing. There's just no place for it in an F1 stream. Bugger off. That kind of thing is chill. That kind of thing's got to go, but insulting me or insulting my driving, that's chill. Do that all you want. Why did I say who did I... Oh, that might have been an auto mod, actually. I can't see anything, but it might have been an auto mod. Which means they've said something really bad, but that could be wrong. So we're now in SQ2. We've got 6 minutes remaining. I'm going to have 1 lap on the intermediate tyre to kind of, you know, lock it in and put the lap in. And, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Probably not great because I'm just not good in the wet. There we go. I mean, it was supposed to rain in SQ1. I got lucky and was able to put a lap in before it rained, but yeah. I'm gonna just lower my game audio a tad. It seems it's getting a bit too loud again. Oh, I see what you mean, Adam. I mean, yeah, don't know about that. Wait, Farting Wizard and Aki Hate isn't mod? Oh. But I get hot lap still? Oh, I'm not gonna make the line. Oh. Wait, cut the track. That's literally made no difference. I'm still not gonna... Oh, okay. Why is it P16 then? Because I didn't... Okay, whatever. I wasn't even looking. Go. I gave my AI 3 minutes and that wasn't enough. Okay, whatever. Alright, Flosser. Not good. Okay, I was not doing a 40... Okay. I hate Singapore when it comes to the quali. Home GP, W. I mean, I've just stunk up sprint quali, but luckily, sprint quali means nothing to me, so it's all good. I mean, the sprint race means nothing to me either, so I'm not too bothered. I think next season in his career, alongside my team, I'm just gonna not do any races that have a sprint, because it just takes too long, and the sprints don't really add anything. So, I think I mean, Singapore I love, and so like with Canada too, but I might just have to compromise and just take out sprints, basically. Nipple! You were just I have not heard jostling in such a long time. What a word. Right, sprint race in Singapore, let's go. Starting 16th after my quali blunder, all good. Right,
Okay,
actually,
a
let's
points
do our
finish might
fuel
be difficult
test.
today, but just give it your best shot.
Right, it was 1.04. So if I times that by 11, I get 11.44, which is that. I'm actually going to do this. Okay. Begin. What if I lower the laps of the races for the sprint weekends? You can't do that, Millen. You can't change the sprint and then change the Grand Prix. As soon as you go into practice, the weekend, like, the race length is locked in. I mean, the sprint races aren't long, that's not the problem. The problem is, it makes the stream way too long for me. And also just, I feel like, I don't know, I just don't like sprint races, both in real life and in game. I'd rather just not do them, do you know what I mean? But there we are. I mean, 10 laps ain't long, let's be honest. It's just, you add that to the Grand Prix, suddenly you're doing 40 laps, which is almost a full race. So there we go. Oh, thanks for the gift. You know, I'm going to say your name because that's an awesome name. So Sexy Kebab. What a that might be the best name I've seen on social media. Thank you very much, mate. I mean, you can do long, medium, and short, but like I'm saying, if I set it to medium, done the sprint, I can't change the race to long. It's stuck on medium, so that means that the Grand Prix will only be like 10 laps, so it's just not worth it. I fancy a kebab. Oh, me too, mate. I'm a massive kebab lover. I haven't had a kebab in like months though. I don't really eat takeaways anymore. I used to have like 3 a week, obviously. But nowadays it's so expensive that I just don't bother. Everyone says my name is amazing, but I don't know. I like how you've called me F1. Nice. Hey. Of course your name's amazing. It's incredibly unique. Oh, thanks for the star as well. I don't know what these YouTube gifts are, but... Well, I kind of understand the gist of it, but why you can send, like, disco balls and stars, I don't know. But I know it's a good thing, so thanks, man. Bro only got 56 XP. Is that not a lot? Again, I have no idea how this XP system works. Got it for free? Oh, fair play. Still appreciative anyway, though. I mean, at least I'm ahead of Perez still. That's always nice. I do think I can progress through the field, maybe. Actually, maybe not, because my quali was only 16th, and that was not a bad lap. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. When I play the F1 game, Norris, or who is Julie Berg? I have no idea. Always crash into my back wheel and they don't get a penalty. I haven't really had that before. AI crashing into the back of me. I do have the AI crashing into me from other angles, though. Oh, Hulkenberg. Yeah, I should have predicted that. Right. No! Yes, 0.3. Right, here we go then. Singapore Grand Prix sprint race. Let's have the bastard. Come on! And we're off. Oh, look at that reaction time. That is smooth. It's a lovely Grand Prix start, and yet I've somehow lost the place. Hang on. Wheels with Hulkenberg, speak the devil. Can we stay in P16? That'd be ideal. Come on. That's nice. That's not nice. Speed and power. Should be able to get Stroll here, around the outside maybe. Oh, he's completely blocked me off. How have I managed to fit an F1 car through that gap? I have no idea. But I have, and we're up to P15. Okay. V-car's going wheels all up there. I want to get involved. Let me in. That's a lovely move as well. drained the field. Okay, come on. There you can see the V-Carb livery and logo that I made myself and modded into the game. I'm very happy with my work. It looks alright. I'm glad it looks good from a distance as well, because some mods, like, the textures break when you're quite far behind, but that actually looks good. So we complete the first lap of the sprint. I've managed to gain 3 places, and it's actually quite good. There we go. What got you into F1? Nothing. I was scrolling on Sky Sports randomly on a Saturday because I was bored in 2021, and I saw that the Bahrain Grand Prix was on, so I thought, might as well watch it, and then something must have clicked, because from there, it became one of the only sports I like, alongside darts, and that's about it, so there you go. Nothing special, weren't like a friend recommending it to me, weren't like anything, literally just out of boredom and flicking through television channels. Pretty good season to start watching, all things considered. Norris or Russell, Gerwing or Littler? Right now, obviously Littler, all-time Van Gerwen. I think Prime Van Gerwen is the best player ever, like better than Phil Taylor. And then Russell or Norris, I think the easy answer is Norris. One's a world champion, the other one's getting beaten by a teenager. I mean, Norris had a car that wasn't to his liking at the start of 25, and he was still beating his teammates sometimes and also getting podiums. Russell can barely get a top 5. So there we go. And of course when I glaze him, he DNFs from the race. Yeah, that's just great. That's exactly what you need. Little cast a curse right there. Fantastic. I mean, I think obviously Russell's good. I think he's in that bracket with Leclerc and Norris as like really good drivers, but he hasn't really shown it too much. Sound mod, I do have a sound mod indeed, Hayden, yes. Makes it sound like a V10. It's very nice. You do get tinnitus after a while, but it's worth it in my opinion. Legendary find, indeed, mate. Welcome. Slow down, you're gonna crash. Radio speaking is a blast, blast, blast. Look out, you got your blinders on. Everybody's trying to find a way to get real gone, real gone. See you later, Alonso. You're washed and old. I'm not really into F1, but I started playing F1 Clash on mobile and I'm becoming more and more addicted. That's kind of what happened to me, but with F1 2019 and 20. It was funny, really. I was playing F1 2019 in 2019, but I didn't actually start watching F1 until 2 years later. I didn't even know any of the drivers. I was just driving about on a controller on my Xbox. I mean, obviously, I was aware of, I didn't, technically, if you want to get specific, I didn't start watching F1 in 2021. I started watching F1 in 2010, when I was, 4. My first F1 memory is Kimi Räikkönen in the 2010 Lotus. But then, obviously, I stopped watching between 2013 and then 2021. At which point, the only drivers I recognised was Kimi Räikkönen, Lewis Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and that was it. I don't think I recognised Alonso, because he was... Yeah.
Caution,
I didn't really watch him too much. We have another yellow flag. Somewhere.
Okay, be aware, there's an
I'm up to P11 now, so how did I get to P11? I have no idea. Hang on! There's a slow Williams. Hello, Governor! Up to P10 now, so if I can get past these racing bulls, I'll be in the top 8, and that's points.
Okay, clear.
Fantastic. I suppose what the sprint race does offer is a good way to test the tyre wear. And the medium doesn't look too bad. I mean, we're 4 laps in only, but still. favorite character in Cars? Trying to remember them. The fire truck that couldn't speak. Singapore of the economy? Nobody plays Singapore. I love Singapore! That team in front of me is Racing Bulls. It's a modded livery and logo that I made myself. It's just the normal livery, but it's purple and lime rather than white and blue. I want a mile 20. Should get going by. See you there, Adam. Thanks for popping in, mate. What's the electric car F1 thing I watch sometimes with my cousin's boyfriend? Yeah, that is probably Formula E. That's like fully electric. I have an insane hot take on F1. Even though I don't watch, I'm not a big fan, but the seats are scattered so badly you can't see the whole track. Did complain when he went to the Germany Grand Prix. Oh, you mean like if you're in the spectator stands? Well, I've never been to an F1 race, so I can't really give an opinion on that myself, unfortunately. Right, Dingle? I like how you've got the front two leading by a big margin over third, and then from like 7th, there's also a massive gap to then us. And then from us to last, it's all like basically like packed together. That's hilarious. What mods do I use? A Cuba tutorial after the stream. Definitely not after the stream because it'd take too long. I do have a YouTube video on my channel explaining how to install mods. And also in the description of my YouTube live stream, the landscape one, not the shorts one, I've got links to all of the mods that I'm currently using. Yeah, explaining how to install mods would take like half an hour. I ain't got that kind of time, especially after playing for over 3 hours. The seats are just scattered and only one view. Oh yeah, well they view one part of the track, obviously. They can't like put the seat on a roller coaster and you go looking around the track, but well, yeah, that's kind of how seats work. They can't just, like, cover the entire track in seat. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I mean, they have grandstands and that's about it. I thought it was all about the actual view itself. So annoying. I feel like I can get past these lot, but ain't really an opportunity. Hang on, there's one. Hey, no. Two more position in the points. You're spot on. It's alright. It's alright. I just don't think I can get past. I don't have enough. I'm matching them, as you can see, but I don't have, like, enough advantage in pace to get past. It's alright, it's alright. You're braking too early, Lawson. One thing I haven't noticed, the AI aren't doing that lift and coast strat where they, like, just stop here. Which is getting, it's making life a lot harder for me. Well, like Charles Leclerc, of course, mate. I like every driver except Stroll. And Ocon. Because he's French. That's actually not the only reason, because I like Gasly and Hadjar, so that argument doesn't work anymore. There's definitely a little move there if I can just somehow summon a little bit more grip. This is my best chance yet. Come on. Such a good exit, but I just don't have the speed. I'm going to go for it. I'm going for it. Oh, that's brave. Good braking. Oh, that was clean. That is bloody wonderful. Come on. One more car to go. He's got a bit of a gap to the car ahead as well, so I'm hoping he might lose the blue energy and then I could just whiz past. My F1 superfan says he would rip off Leclerc's face if you see him in the street because he stole the win of his teammate. Nah, I don't think he's done that. That's happened to him. Vettel stole his win in Singapore 2019, but I don't know about him doing the stealing. I mean, Hamilton's been pretty useless in 25, so it wouldn't have been him. Sainz is also just shit, so it wouldn't be him. I don't know. Maybe there's a race I can't think of. Actually, I did this in the GP. It's possible. I mean, I had a bad qualifying. So if I have a better qualifying, then it's all possible. Although it is a wet quali, so that's probably not going to work too well, but you never know. It was GP 25 to 24. Yeah, definitely wouldn't... Oh, I've outbraked myself. You know, I don't care, I'm doing this. Like, I have an excuse. That wasn't because I'm shit, that's because I looked at chat. When I look at chat and I do that, I allow the flashback. But if I genuinely just did outbrake myself while concentrating, I would just let that play on and finish, like, last. That's what's kind of my policy. If I crash or go off because I'm looking at chat, I allow myself to rewind, but if it's because I genuinely made the mistake while actively trying not to and like concentrating, then I face the consequences, essentially. 2 laps remaining though, and well, Lindblad's getting a bit too far away at this stage. Not a fan, I just took his word for it. I mean, I'd consider myself a bit of a historical nerd when it comes to F1, especially like niche things in like recent years, and I can't think of a single example where Leclerc might have stolen a win off his teammate, purely because in 25 and 4 his teammates were awful, so I can't see them being in winning positions. I don't know, if anyone can find the exact race, then yeah, there we go.
Someone's come off ahead of you.
Oh, that's ideal. That is not ideal. I'll just go around here. Oh, hang on, there's a Mercedes in the way. Yeah, I'll fit in that. Yeah, we're through. We're in. Oh my god, look what I've just done. Oh my good grief. Why is that not a red flag? Why? Wait, am I on for a free 4th place finish? What on earth? Okay. So, if I finish this lap on 4th, I literally got gifted it. Literally, wrapped in a present and sent by Royal Mail, 24-hour shipped, with tracking. That is essentially what's just happened. Okay. Imagine if that's the Grand Prix though. That's 12 points for me. This is only going to be, what, 4? 5? We'll still take that though. Too late to have a safety car. You are so spot on, mate. I can't believe I didn't realise that. It's because I think it's the Grand Prix at that point. I don't know what I was thinking, but you're absolutely spot on. There's no way they could do a... They could do a VSC or something. No, they couldn't. I have no idea. They actually couldn't do anything, could they? My mistake for not realising that. What it does mean is that if I don't crash, I'm going to go on for a P4 finish when I was P9 going into that lap. 2 laps ago, I'm 9th, now I'm P4. You'd be like, how's that happened then? Well done, Antonelli, for driving forward slightly. I like how in a sprint race, I'm going to be about... Oh, no, okay. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, you know what? I'm just doing this. I'm sorry, I've got to do it. I can't live myself. I can't live with myself doing that. I'll actually have to donate to, like, I'll have to do gifted subs or something for that. Because that's bad from me. Oh, that's really bad. I need to, like, I don't know. I need to, like, give memberships to myself. There has to be some financial punishment for that. Jeez Louise. That's bad. We finished 4th, though.
Okay, pick up.
Why rewind? Because I can. Part of the game. So I'll do it. Mate, I've literally crashed and lost 10 positions in every single race up till now. Just let me off one time. Thank you very much.
Still to come this weekend, qualifying, and of course, the main event, the Grand Prix.
Fantastic. For someone who's trying to get into F1 but a massive football fan, what would I compare each team to? Yeah, kind of like as Tottenham. Don't be a melt, be nice about it. I said because I can. That's as straightforward as an answer you're going to get. What? Some people are weird, bro. I literally just gave you an answer because I can. You don't need anything, what? You want a detailed analysis of why I used a flashback in a game. Don't be silly. So yeah, Tottenham is probably a great example as Cadillac, because they are shit. What do we think of Tottenham shit? What do we think of shite Tottenham? Mercedes are probably Arsenal, and then Ferrari are Man City. McLaren's like probably Aston Villa. Red Bull's like Liverpool. Aston Martin are like West Ham. I support West Ham, so there you go. Well done, me. Top 3 for Ipswich. Yeah, good point. And then I say like Alpine are kind of like Crystal Palace, as in they're always like in the middle or just under the middle. And then kind of everyone else is like mid-table. Like they're like finished like 11th, 12th in the Prem. They're all kind of in that region. All right, qualifying. Let's go. All you gotta know is Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren are like Champions League. Alpine, and that's about it. And probably Audi or something are like Europa League. Cadillac is relegated. Everyone else is just in that mid-table. There you go. Alright then, qualifying for Singapore. It's actually going to be dry for the opening quali, which is beautiful work. That's what we needed. Right, rain in 15. Let's get out there now on the soft tyre. Probably the earliest I've gone out for a quali in a while, but we're locked in. Red Bull, I thought were like Man City till recent. No, quite the opposite. They were very good until recent. They're horrible now. They're like, I think they're fourth. They're the 4th best team right now, I'd say. Whereas 25, 4, 3, 2, and 1, they were the best. Alright, here we go then. Qualifying lap number 1. Probably the only one I'm going to get because of the rain. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have someone directly behind me on this run, though, which might get a bit distracted. So I'm going to have to try and stay locked in. As I nearly spin. Such a little grip. Who is behind me? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Ferrari. Oh, okay. Well, it's not been too bad of a lap so far, but there is plenty of time in there still. Speed! There's not even another lap time to, like, base myself off here. We'll just have to wait and see. Still not bad, though. Oh, wow, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. I'm a second off signs. Oh, dear. Man United then win everything, and then became utter ball wank. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Is that a custom livery? Yes. It's the special livery they did for Silverstone. Modded, made by Tom97, fellow YouTuber. Good stuff. Right, Q1 then. I'm gonna have to try and get out and hope I can do another run, because I'm currently last. Not what we needed. There is no way that I'm... Oh, wait. Am I actually going to get another run in before it rains? Oh, dear. I mean, McLaren have always been decent. They're not by any means a small team. They're one of the, like, big three with them and Williams. But, yeah. Alright, well, this has to be, like, the best lap I've ever driven, or else I'll be starting last for the Singapore Grand Prix. And I'm already getting chronic understeer. Sick.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
I know, Mark. Nice. Nice. I will not finish last. It can't happen. I will not finish last! Come on! Oh, dearie me! We'll take it. Lovely work. Half a second up. That'll do nicely. Why is the session not ended? Oh, that's because there's still 4 minutes left. I forgot. Okay, we found half a second. It was a bit dodgy at the end, but held it. And, yeah, it's not bad. I'll take it. What's it got on the battery? Elaborate, Philip. I mean, that's not going to be enough for Q2. All I can hope is that it's enough to beat Perez. And that's about it. Last night of F1, everyone hated the cars, and Verstappen was being to everyone because he's in an F1 racing family. I mean, his dad was an F1 driver, but that's essentially it. No, there's nothing like that. Stroll's the one that... Stroll's father owns the team he drives for, so that's the only reason he's in F1. I mean, everyone hated the cars last year. They hate them even more now, basically. You're in boost and the battery's full? That's just Singapore, mate. Singapore has such little straights and so many braking zones that you can just leave the boost on overtake for the entire lap. Only in quali, though. In the race, you have to be a bit more careful, but in quali, you can just have it on overtake the entire time. So I'm currently 15th. I've got a 10th.5 gap to being knocked out. Honestly, I just want to try and beat Perez, and that will do me. Where is Perez? Let's find him. Here he is. Right. He's just about to start a lap. Let's skip forward a bit. Oh, he's already done. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Here he is, then. Sergio Tequila Perez. First sector for me is a 27.2. So let's see what Perez does. Every day's a school day. That's tough. I mean, I haven't been to school since I was 12. So I kind of forgot what it's like, but obviously it's not ideal. Sector 1, 27.2. I did 27.2. He is literally he's 1,000th slower than me through Sector 1. 1,000th. That is all that splits the Cadillacs, but crucially, I am the one ahead.
Yeah.
Making his way around the hairpin. I was quite weak around there, to be honest. It wasn't very good. I was a bit offline. Sector 2 coming through then. It's going to be a 38.4. I was a 37.9. Half a second up through Sector 2. Come on. The session's about to end, so we're going to find out where Perez ends up and where I end up. If I make it through somehow, it'll be a miracle. And the survey says... Yes! He's made it through! It started raining and no one improved. Come on! How have I managed to scam a Q2 around here? I do not know. That Cadillac is nice, isn't it? Shout out Tom97 for making the livery. Very good stuff. Alright, it's now pissing down a rain, so we'll probably end up 16th again, but it's all good. I think I'll do 2 runs, actually. Yeah. Since I've never driven in the wet, well, I have, but just not in ages. Get a nice warm-up lap, get a banker, and then try and improve on my second run and go from there. Use wets. Well, yeah, you get intermediates, which are like for when it's damp. Full wets are for when it's like a rainstorm, like straight up thunderstorm territory. Alright, let's go. Now, the braking zone should be roughly the same. Because you are travelling slower, but your brakes are also weaker, so it kind of works. Two and a half tenths down on Hamilton, and honestly, that's... I was thinking more than that. As we know full well, I cannot drive in the way. It just doesn't work. I mean, I can drive clearly. As you can see, I'm driving. And I can't really go any quicker. But the AI are just... well, prime Ayrton Senna when it comes to the wet conditions. Flying, crawling. 1.2 seconds down. I've lost a second in the middle sector, by the way. A second. Yeah, nice. Yeah, because a second makes total sense, doesn't it? It's a very clean lap, but it's just really slow. I'm going to be last by 1.6 seconds. See what I mean? It's just a load of bollocks. Dry conditions, I'll probably still be near the back, but I wouldn't be anywhere near the, that far behind. And yet in the rain, it's just a bit pointless. Don't think I've got enough time for a second run anyway. I went out in the wet, with 3 minutes left, and I didn't have enough time. So maybe I won't have enough time again. Ferrari strategies like Thomas Tuchel's horrible tactics. Nice. Yeah, that was bad. Calling us to park the bus when we're beating Argentina is just a crime. Should be put in prison. Just keep playing how you were dominating. Alright, well this is literally, I mean, there's nothing to really salvage here. I'm just doing this for practice at this point. There's nothing to fight for. I'm simply too slow. Alright, yeah, honestly, I can't be bothered. I'm just going to leave it at that. I already went off at turn 1. I wasn't going to find improvement in position. It's all good. So that's 16th in both the sprint quali and normal quali. Nice. I finished 1.4 seconds behind Sainz. Awesome. Which is air. I don't know why the AI just becomes so good in the way. It makes no logical sense. It's been a thing since like F1 22 though. So it's kind of expected. I'll see you later, mate. Bye-bye. Oh, you're playing Rocket League? Good stuff, mate. I used to be a professional Rocket League player. In my youth. Many eons ago. Alright. So I've already been live for nearly 3 hours and I've now got a 30-lap race to do. Bosh. Oh, I'm going to be exhausted. This is literally going to be, like, what? It's going to be at least an hour. So you're looking at a near 4-hour-long stream today. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. We are locked in. How has it been so long? I did Baku, which ain't a particularly... It's like 26 laps. I have no idea how it's ended up being this long, but there you go. Welcome, then, to the Singapore Grand Prix. We started 16th in the sprint and finished, well, should have finished 9th, ended up 4th because of a...
to give us any chance of a good result today.
Shut up. And then in quali, because of the rain, we qualify 16th again. Well, you know, obviously all that matters is where you finish. Only issue is we're at Singapore where you can't really overtake. One-stop strategy is the way to go. I agree with this. I just feel like that's just better. Right, time to estimate the fuel. So I've got to do 1.04 times 31. 32.2 is what we're running. There it is. Now we begin. Nearly the entire grid starting on the hard tyre. I think, is it everyone? Yep, it's literally everyone. We also have Lando Norris at the back of the grid as well. We'll see how he can progress. This game is terrible. You go a bit quicker, Sainz. There's a bit of a gap to Oscar. Come on. Get her move on. Let's burn my gearbox. I do not feel nice. What is my engine looking like? I can't even see. Nice. Awesome. Get a bloody move on! Look at all that blue on the track map. What is that? Red Bull, Williams, VCarb. Nice. No Alpine. They're all behind me. I should probably make VCarb's thing like purple since their car's purple. I'll do that for the next stream so then there's a bit more differentiating between, you know, Alpine, Red Bull and VCarb and Williams. I might make Alpine like a bright blue as well and then Williams will be as it is. And it'll be easier to tell which blue is from which team. But here we go then, lining up for the Singapore Grand Prix. '15th on the grid, what can we do? Here we go. 5 lights are on. RPM obtained. And we're off for the Singapore Grand Prix. It's a nice getaway. Second phase is very nice too. Let's try and get signs. Hang on, I'll have Verstappen too. What's Verstappen doing in so low down? Hang on, I'll have all of you. I'll have a McLaren too. Why not? Okay, maybe not. All good. No, wait. Go on. What a start. 3 places gained already. Verstappen tries to go down the inside. Not going to let it happen. Excellent news. Why is there like so many cars in just weird places? As we get past Ocon too, come on. I mean, Hamilton's in 10th, Piastri's in 14th, Verstappen's in 13th, Norris is in last. He's not last anymore, but he started last. That's the first lap completed, and we gained 4 places, which is an excellent bit of racing, if I do say so myself. Lewis Hamilton going for a move on Nico Hülkenberg. Could be an opportunity here to switch back one of them. Doesn't happen. Ocon looks for the inside. Doesn't get that either now. Okay, they're doing the battery strat. We go down the inside of Lewis Hamilton, and that's going to be a really free overtake near enough every time. They do like lifting and coasting for the battery and, well, just makes it for a free pass. Hamilton trying to go down the inside. We've got to give him room here, which is a bit annoying. Much greater grip on the exit, though, and we are through. Already into the points, which is just brilliant news. Now we've got Hülkenberg to get by, and then there's... Actually, not that big of a gap, but it's still a bigger gap to Oliver Behrman. Here's a good chance for Hülkenberg. It's going to be a bit risky, but I'm willing to go for it. Come on. Beautiful. P9 for Ricky, come on! A little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Kind of hoping that Hülkenberg just keeps falling back and then I'm in a nice little gap. pace seems really nice. What is better, tiki-taka or yara-yara? I don't know what both of those things are. I may have just said something offensive in another language, I don't know. I mean, they both sound like a brain rot term, so I don't really have an opinion. I thought he said tiki-taka as in like the football drill, where you do quick passing. That's pretty cool. Not about just tiki-tiki though. I guess it's got a nice ring to it. Oh, we are right up Oconzo, Behrman's Aris here. Could get a move done, but I am so happy with the pace right now. I am 3.5 seconds ahead of Hamilton already. And we're flying. Hello, Sonny. Look at that for a move. You literally never see that. I think Verstappen did that on Ricciardo in 2022, and that's literally the only time I've seen that before. Come on. They're funk. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, the tiki tiki tiki. I hate that song so much. Well, it's funny when it's used in videos, but I mean, like, as a standalone song, it's egregious.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
My Sector 1, or not even Sector 1, well yeah, Sector 1, seems really good for some reason. I've just gained like 7 tenths on Behrman, and it's consistent as well. Right, Retro Spartan, good name. Shout out Master Chief. Can't believe they want 50 quid for essentially a 20-year-old game. Heinous act. That'll get clipped, what will? I should not turn that quick. My grip can't handle that at some point. And I'll just fly off and die. New fastest lap somehow, that's quite impressive. You don't see that too often on the F1 games, the new fastest lap, like more than 5 laps into a race. Obviously you see it near the end when we get pits and like fresh tyres, but yeah. Someone actually got the reference, let's go. Well, yeah, I mean, the only other reference I can think of is, I forgot what the Gladiator. This is Spartan. No, that's the only other thing I can think of. I mean, yeah, I was playing Halo from like the age of 3, so I'm very Halo-y. Love Halo. I mean, Halo 3 is my favourite game ever made, so there we go. Oh, isn't God of War got... Yeah, there's Spartans as well. There's 3. There you go, 3 Spartan references. 33% chance to be right. Come on. Where am I in the Championship of Constructors? I know the Constructors were 6th. Drivers, I think, like 12th or something. I've got 20 points, though. So, it's pretty good, considering what the second slowest car.
The energy store is depleting, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, I'm literally dumping this thing every lap. I can't exactly do more. -2, that was my first shooter. Fair enough. I mean, they're all obviously fantastic, but I think Halo 3 was like... That's the first one I played where I was like sentient. I wasn't literally a toddler, you know? So I remember that a lot more. I mean, I played Halo 1 and 2 when I was like 4, but I don't really remember it. But Halo 3, I remember like playing it for the first time. It was like my first game, so there you go. I didn't mind Reach either, but I thought 4, 5, and Infinite were like egregious. Well, actually, compared to 5 and 6, 4 looks good. And yet when that came out, I was like... And now they want like 60 quid for a 20-year-old game. I don't care if it's got better graphics and like a new mission. That's outrageous. That's good for a car like it is, mate, yeah. I mean, yeah, second slow. I think actually we might be third slowest now, but it's still... We're still back markers. And yeah, I'm running in 8th. Come on. What team do I support if I watch in real life F1? I just support whichever team Sergio Perez is driving for. So obviously Cadillac, and then like 2 years ago it was Red Bull. Last year it was McLaren, just because I like Norris, and obviously there was no Perez. So there you go. I don't really support teams, I only support drivers mainly. Got the 2 V-Carbs neck and neck once again. Fighting, which is allowing me to catch up. Max Verstappen, by the way, is behind me now. Oh yeah, he was behind me, wasn't he? I remember there. Three and a half seconds back, though. Hang on. Lindblad going for the move on Lawson. Now he's chickened out. What a loser. Never mind, he's just sending it around the outside. And thank you, Lindblad, just giving me a prime opportunity to get your teammate. Thank you. I support Piastri. I like Piastri. I mean, obviously, if I had to pick a championship winner, I'm picking Norris because he's English. But, you know, it's not like I don't like Oscar. He's perfectly chill. I mean, the only driver I don't like is Ocon and Stroll. That's it. All the others are all chill. I mean, obviously, I think Verstappen, Norris, Perez, and Leclerc are like the absolute favourites. But yeah, they're all chill. Actually, to be honest, my likeness of Carlos Sainz has gone down quite a lot after what he did in Hungary. Both because I like Oscar, but also because it was just one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. It's worse than what Stroll did to Ricciardo in China a couple years ago. Alright, Mr. Lindblad. I'd like to overtake you at some point, and that'd be our deal. Are you going to give me an opportunity, though, is the question. That is a... no. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Nelly. Probably Aussie bias. I mean, of course. I mean, to be fair, I don't really have British bias. I mean, my favourite driver's Mexican, and my second favourite's Dutch. My favourite British driver ain't even in F1. It's Jenson Button. But of course, if I was to pick, if it was like a title fight between, like Norris, I mean, like last year, perfect example. I want Norris to win. This year, I don't even care if Russell doesn't win. I'm not bothered. He's a prick. I'm happy Antonelli's going to win it. He's great. Although I'd love Leclerc to win, I'd love Hamilton to win, Oscar, Lando. Maybe in the future I'd love Ollie Behrman to win. But also Lindblad and Hajar, they're all cool. They're all great. I keep hitting Lindblad because he keeps braking too early. I'm going to have to dive bomb him at some point. After a start of the career, why don't you actually do a Checo career? I mean, I'm never going to finish this. It's 10 seasons. This is season, well, technically season 1, but I guess season 2. I've also done 5 different Checo careers since last September, so you're talking 5 different ones in a year. I'm kind of sick of them, to be honest. I'd like to actually keep just 2 careers and, like, keep them going. I mean, this is the furthest I've ever got into a career, only, like, 2 seasons. I want to get to, like, season 3 and 4 and 5, you know? Russell is a pillock. I couldn't agree more. Alright, this is a good chance. Come on, I've had a lovely exit. Come on. Yeah, I can definitely dive bomb him from here. Round the outside, though. I've not had to do this just yet. But it's lovely. And fantastically well done. And then I've spun. Well, that's just unlucky, really, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm going to lose so much time. Well, that's unlucky. One of the best races I've had for a while, completely ruined by the battery. What a surprise.
Nice work. You smashed
And by
it.
that, I mean
Really
me
good job on hitting that
using the
target,
battery
mate.
in the wrong place, but technically the battery. It wasn't going to be a stream without me making a mistake, was it? Let's be honest. Right, Sander.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
How have I got a
Taking
green
care of it.
sector? Okay, sure. Spins, sets a green sector. Do you know what's really annoying? I wouldn't lose so much time if you could actually spin these cars. I literally had my wheel all the way spun round, and I could not spin the car round enough before gripping up and like hitting the other wall. I'd be ahead of these two if that didn't happen. They're actually so difficult to unspin once you have spun. Go on. It's 25. I mean, the game's called F1 25, but it's a 26 DLC. Which a lot of people just call F1 26. It gets really confusing with the naming. I'm not just going to call it F1 25, 2026 season pack every time. That's too long. But yeah. Tyres are really bad, jeez Louise. Jeez, how much time did I lose? Come on. Well, back into the top 10, which is nice, but still just full of regret and anguish, to be honest. Still got another 5 laps till I'm pitting as well. This is going to be really difficult. If you had the chance, which driver from the current grid would I remove and add Ricciardo? Well, obviously Stroll, because he's useless. But also Ocon. Either of those, I wouldn't be like... I wouldn't think to myself, what a really good driver's missed out there. Because they're both terrible.
A little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
That's true. I wish they sound like this in real life. I mean, this ain't actually how the game sounds. This is a mod that makes them sound different. They sound nothing like this in real life. Like, couldn't be more different. It's just that, yeah, it's a mod. Am I coming back on after this? What do you mean, mate? I mean, after this race, I'm ending stream, and that's about it. But yeah. Hi, Cake a lot. Hello, mate. I need to see where Lindblad is. I mean, to do that, I need to get past Lawson. And then I will find out where he is. Because then we'll find out how much time I lost. I'm going to do something really stupid. That worked out very nice in the end. That wasn't stupid at all. Right, so I lost about, what, 9 to 10 seconds? Although I can't tell because I'm so quick right now. I don't know. Later on? Oh no. I only stream once a day. And most times it's not even every day. I ain't got time for that, unfortunately. All the stamina, to be honest, I'd get burnt out so quick. I mean, I did 2 full races in one stream. Once the stream was 4.5 hours long. And I got so burnt out, I didn't do anything for like a month. It was bad. Yeah, also just the fact that, believe it or not, I do actually have a job. So, I mean, I was going to say as much as I'd like to, but I really wouldn't like to just play F1 all day. That sounds miserable. But, yeah, I can't just stay on for like 6 hours at once or even come back on at a later time. Plus, it's the entire thing of I've got to make the YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikToks, all that kind of thing as well. It's not just the streaming, there's a lot more to it. I hate Max, Stroll, and Jaws. Who is Jaws? I mean, obviously I hate Stroll, but I mean, I love Max a lot. You like Russell, Kimi, Charles, Lewis, Gasly, Valtteri. Good list. I like how I've gained about 5 seconds on Lindblad because he's been fighting Hamilton. That's quite ideal. You meant Hajar. I should have probably guessed that from Jar. But there you go. Yeah, I mean, like I said, apart from Stroll and Ocon, I like every driver. Obviously, I really like some, but they're all chill. I mean, yeah, it's looking pretty good. The pace is extremely strong. Without that mistake, I'd probably be about 6th or 5th right now. The pace is exceptional. If I don't make mistakes, touch wood, I should be on for at least a P9, as I already go off, but that won't really be a mistake, because I don't really lose time, but yeah. If I have a good medium stint as well, there could be a P8 on, maybe even a P7, if I can catch Hamilton, though that is looking unlikely. Speed and power! I'm surprised I haven't hit that inside wall yet, because that thing is dangerous. I mean, Hamilton's pulling away, but my pace compared to, like, everyone else, I mean, Lindblad and everyone behind me, is insane. I'm gaining, like, 3 to 4 seconds a lap. And I'm not sure where the pace is coming from, as Arvid Lindblad pits, and I will be pitting the lap after too. So this has to be a very good lap. Come on.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap.
Lovely stuff.
Sergio's in the pits.
Very good, very nice.
And we're only halfway through the race, or just over. Fantastic. Make sure to use every bit of battery I can, since I'm going to recharge it anyway in the pit lane. That's why I've got it on overtake constantly. I've actually gained half a second on Hamilton this lap, which is nice. That should mean I will probably still get undercut, but just not by as much as it could be. And here we go then, into the pit lane. One of the hardest pit lanes on the calendar. We're in. That's actually pretty good.
Don't worry about that target for now. Let's just focus on this pit.
So we're looking at Lindblad mainly, see how far behind I'm gonna be. I can see him. He's just coming around sector 3 now. We go in. We really do a good stop here. Come on, team. Wonderful work. Unreal stuff. 2.4. There is Lindblad. He's going to get quite a nasty undercut on me. But there you go. That's how the game works.
The white line on the exit will receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
So we're now back in the race. I've lost about 3 seconds due to the undercut. So the undercut looking very nice. A medium to hard would have gone crazy this race. Favorite track? Probably Spa. I mean, every track on the 26 version is terrible. But I think in general, on any racing game, it is Spa. Oh? Okay, just slam into the wall, why not? .31.1 new fastest lap. I want to see if I can get within a second of that. Would be nice. Wow, being on old tyres and going to new tyres is such an insane feeling. It feels like you got glue on your wheels.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
You can already see the pace. I've catched Lindblad by a second already. That freeze was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. It was a low 31 was the fastest lap. Okay, not too far off. It's not that bad. Your bio kill has been known for being on the large side. Well, it's true. I feel like being truthful is an important part of the bio. I'm not going to say, like, built like Mike O'Hearn, am I? You catch him and ask my dad if I could donate a liver. Don't, dude. I mean, if it's like, what's the liver that you eat? What animal is that from? I know people, especially older people in Britain, eat like liver and mash and things. But no, I don't want a human liver. I want like, well, I don't want any liver. But if I was to have one, I'd probably have like an animal, like a pig liver or something that you can actually eat and it's like edible. A fiver. Why did I think that said liver? It's like glance fast. A liver. That's hilarious. Oh, that's good. I love those unintentionally funny moments where you misread something. It's really good stuff. Well, you don't have to do that, Oscar. You really don't, mate. I've got loads of fuel left. Oh, shit. Well, Hamilton's got past Lindblad. And... well... I've already caught up to him. So there we go. Last still. Well... yeah. I won't process any further. We move. Alright, Brody. What is that emote? That's making me have a seizure. Alright, come on. Let's get Lindblad. It'd be hilarious, by the way. I spun as I overtook Lindblad and dropped like 12 seconds back. Within 10 laps, I'm already back behind him. Which just goes to show how unbelievably phenomenal my pace has been today. And we're looking for points, which is very nice. Points are a rare thing to come by. I mean, up until now, I've only had 1 or 2 points finishes. I might be on for 2 in a row. just got to make sure that when I do get past him, I don't do what I did before and immediately spin the corner after. That would be nice. Lock in, I will, Oscar. If I can have a good exit here, I can get him. Which I did, but his is slightly, it's quite good as well. Yeah, nah. Chances.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got a chance here. Come on.
There, I'm afraid, but listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race.
Gorgeous. And we are past Limbad, back up to where I was before my spin. And it's a sensational bit of driving, really. I mean... yeah. That's actually just sad. Imagine how, I mean, wherever I finish, imagine 12 seconds further up is where I would have finished if I didn't make my mistake, which is currently only one place up, but sorry, it's still one place extra. I'll be hitting them corners, I mean, yeah, not very well most of the time, but we do hit them. One second up now as well. Woohoo! What pedals am I running? A Moser R5 base with a KS wheel, and I don't know what my pedals are. I can't remember the exact, like, name of them because it's got all random numbers and letters, but it's Moser, and it comes with like a bundle, so they're not really like high end, and I don't think you can buy them separately. I think they only come with a bundle. They're called like CRP2 lights or something along those lines. That's not too far off. I've only been on it for like a month though. It's a massive upgrade from my old Thrustmaster that wasn't direct drive, which I still don't know what that means, but apparently what I was using for like half a decade is like ancient technology from like when dinosaurs were knocking about compared to what I'm using now. First time I had a frame as well, which is the what's it called? It's like the GT Alpha Omega or some crazy name like that. Oh, Liam on TikTok. So that's it. Wait, you were on Kick, right? And then Twitch, so you're now on your third platform. If you're the same Liam Mellings, which would be quite extraordinary if you aren't. But thanks for the diamond, mate. Appreciate that. Started sim racing a month ago. I have the Logitech, but looking into Moser now. Since they pair with Xbox, they do. I mean, obviously, with Thrustmaster, I was on PlayStation until last year, which is what Thrustmaster does. And then, since I have no need for a PlayStation sim anymore, that's why I've gone for the Moser, which is... what's the word I'm looking for? Mostly PC only, but they, as you say, they do Xbox stuff. I mean, to be fair, you can get a Fanatec... why can't I speak English? You can get a Fanatec base that's like Xbox, and I'm pretty sure you can get a wheel that's PlayStation, and you can use it on all three or something along those lines. So if you are someone like me that's got an Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, there you are. Although, of course, it is a bit of an ag having to change the wires around every, like, day. Not sure if I can. Well, don't you stress, Oscar. Only 3.5 seconds behind Hamilton now, with 6 and a bit laps remaining. It is doable, and I feel like my grip might fall away soon. Oh, I've collided the wall. Uh-oh. Third platform, decent.
Tyre condition still looking good.
You don't say, Marcus. That's good to know, actually. One of the few things Marcus said where I've actually gone, fair play, that's actually good to know. Yeah, I don't think I've got the pace advantage to catch Hamilton. It's got to be like 0.8 a lap plus the overtake. So probably a second a lap, which obviously I ain't got in the locker. But still, I am more than satisfied where I currently am. I'm basically best of the rest. I know Albon's in 6th, but Williams at this point are a top team, so yeah. I think we are actually ahead of them in the R&D. So obviously there's an issue with the game where, you know, their R&D position is just made up. Is this 25? Because the battery seems different. Yeah, it's a 26 DLC, yeah. Well, the battery's yellow because I'm not within a second. So that's obviously the same as 25. Although, after this season, I will be using a mod that gets rid of the battery, because I just don't like it very much. And the game's a lot more fun without it. They also improve the engine, so you get, like, top speed still. And they make the slipstream better so you can overtake. You still keep the straight mode, but you just don't have the battery management aspect, and it makes the game a lot more fun. And I can also go a lot faster, because I can actually concentrate on driving a lot more. Basically just like time trial, essentially. But, like, in a race, it's very good stuff. Although I'm still debating it, because, like, the battery's obviously a core part of the game. But I don't know. Oh, Nelly. I mean, today the battery's not really been an issue. Singapore, you just kind of have it on all the time, and in Baku, it's quite straightforward. But it's tracks like Austria and like Silverstone, where you've got no battery, and you just constantly get overtaken. It just gets really dull. So I'm still deciding, but I'm probably going to end up doing that. Oh, dear me, what is going on there? The podium is within sight, so all I have to do is overtake them and not spin. Yeah, I don't know about that one, boss. I'm going to be honest, that's a bit optimistic. I mean, I'm all for optimism and positivity, but that might be a bit delusional. Madrid, I could have definitely got a podium without crashing, but here, I mean, I'm only about... Oh, I'll break myself again. I keep doing that. I don't know why I keep doing it. I've done that 7 times today or something stupid. Like, for some reason, I keep thinking that you've got to brake at 50, and I hate my life. Okay, that was too far. I hate this track. There you go, that's better. Pretty much everywhere else, I've been, like, nearly perfect every lap. It's just that one corner, which is such an easy corner. You just brake at 100 meters. I just keep losing concentration and just missing the braking point. That's a thought. I haven't played Breaking Point 3. Should I stream myself playing Breaking Point 3? I think I should do that. I've never played it. I mean, I played 1 and 2, but I've not played 3 yet. I imagine it's just as cringe and terrible as the first 2, but that could be a fun stream. Just take the piss out of all the characters and everything. Every time you're positive and you spin, say, Bono, my tyres are gone, and then put 3 purple sectors and win the race. Oh shit, we might have a genius! Oh god, my feet are ruined. Yeah, do a Hamilton where it's like, Bono, or even like his new engine here, like my tyres are like fully gone, and then just sets the fastest lap like 3 laps later. That's what I need to do. Or just do my inner 2018 Hamilton and just go faster than the computer can predict is the fastest lap possible. Whoa! Grip's gone. Good thing there's only like 3 laps left because my feet are dead and my grip's gone. I'm just going to focus on maintaining this P8 now. I'm not going to overdrive and crash trying to catch Hamilton because that plainly is impossible anymore. Let's not be completely delusional. So basically, if I didn't have my spin, I'd be fighting Albon for P6, basically. I'd be way ahead, I'd be about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of Hamilton. I'd be fighting Albon for 6th. So although it's only a 4-point difference, it's still a 4-point difference. I'd still be 4 points better off if I didn't spin. No grip, yeah, my tyres are actually like fully dead. I can't play the game anymore. Right, purple sector 1 incoming, here we go. Okay, not really, I lied. I need DAS, that's what I need. I need DAS. I need the funnel thing where they put their hand inside of the car like that. The F-flap, whatever it was called. And then I need a double diffuser as well. Get all of those and I might be cooking. And the Macarena wing. Combine all of those and we're locked. I mean, I'm still way faster than, like, Lindblad, so that's cool. What engine is it? That doesn't sound like the V6. I've got a mod that makes it sound like a V10 from back in the day. I don't actually know what era of car had this specific, like, engine sound. It doesn't sound... I mean, it kind of sounds like the V8s that have the diffuser, the blown diffuser, that loud car, like, from 2011. But I don't know, that wasn't a V10, I don't think. That was like a V8 or a V12, I don't remember. I ain't got that engine knowledge. I got wheel knowledge, it's not engine knowledge. There's 2 laps remaining now. I've been live. We're getting on for 4 hours, which is nearly the longest stream I've ever done where I only play F1. I mean, I think I had a 5-hour stream where I did an F1 thing, but I also watched I did a watch along of a Grand Prix, so that doesn't really count. But in terms of just playing F1, this should be my 2nd longest. The only stream that was longer is when I did 2 full races in one stream. I mean, if I streamed at my normal time at 2 PM, which is an hour later, it'd be nearly dinner time by now. Jeez and Louise. That is proper long. Still, I've enjoyed it nonetheless. Apart from the incredible pain I'm currently in my back, arms, feet and arse. It's been good fun. I think, apart from my 1 spin in this race, which was a bit of a foolish error, this has been the best I've driven in a very long time. Baku, I made virtually no error and finished 4th. Singapore, I've made 1 error and I'm about to finish 8th. As we now start the final lap of the race, and yeah, really solid drive. I mean, you can't really call it a solid drive when I literally spun. But aside from that, the pace has been nothing short of astronomically phenomenal and spectacular. I mean, that pace at the end of my hard stint was silly. I was like 2 seconds a lap quicker than Lindblad and Hamilton. I've matched Albon on this stint, even though my tyres are a little bit worse off. And it's been really good. from only having 1 or 2 points finishes, I think it is 2, in Barcelona and Madrid, which were both P10s. Today, I've got a 4th, and I'm now going on to get an 8th. And, yeah. Plus, I got 4th in the sprint race as well, due to a bit of an error from Kimi Ann today. Let's not forget that. George Russell wins the Grand Prix from Mercedes-AMG EQ Petronas Formula 1 team. Nice short name. We had a Ferrari finish 2nd, which is Leclerc, obviously. And then we had Antonelli finishing 3rd. We have got the Red Bulls finishing 4th and 5th. We've got Alex Albon in 6th. Lewis Hamilton finishes 7th. And Daniel Ricciardo gets his 2nd best result of the season, finishing P8 to get 2 points finishes in a row. Excellent news.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
You think I'm washed? I mean, if anything, that stream, those 2 races unwashed me. 3 driver of the days in a row, by the way. I had an error in the sprint, didn't you, on the last lap? I did, but I flashbacked it, so it doesn't really count. But if you want to count it, you can.
What a true show of character to fight through
why did I win is a crazy statement when I literally haven't won in this career. But there you go. So Russell wins. Ricciardo doesn't win yet. He also got 7 in the sprint. So that's almost maximum points for Russell. 1 point off. Big 32. We get 9. Obviously 5 in the sprint, 4 in the Grand Prix. Which means in the standings, we are going to have... Oh, Perez... Oh, that's in the sprint. Yeah, the standings then after that sprint and Grand Prix doubleheader, we are going to be in 11th. We are 3 behind Alex Albon now, which is a massive come-up on 24 points. Sergio Perez is going to be still 20th in the standings. Constructors, we are 6th. We are going to be 42 off Williams, a pretty unclimbable wall at this stage of the season, but we are looking good to finish 6th ahead of Alpine. One thing I want to look at is my gap to Perez, because I think it's going to be quite foul. So I finished 33 seconds off the leader. Sergio Perez was... Okay, let's just deep this, by the way. So I finished 31 seconds ahead of him. But keep in mind, let's see how much time I lost with my spin. Right, so I got past. This must have been funny from Lindblad's POV. That's hilarious. Just, you think, oh, hang on, Ricciardo, he does his famous late-braking maneuver around the outside, and he gets the place done. What an excellent maneuver. Right, that's hilarious. That is world class. Why do I spin so slowly as well? Do you know what's annoying? You can see my POV here. If I was able to go in first, you can see I'm in first gear here. If I'm able to just do a straight pirouette and get right back underway, I'll only drop down behind Lawson and Hamilton and I'll be like 8 seconds back. But no, I had to do another UE and then go again. Completely blocked Hulkenberg and Ocon, which means I dropped down another 2 places and lost another like 10 seconds. Anyways, what I was doing, so before I spun, I was 5 seconds behind Albon. After I spin, I am... Well, there's Albon, so that's 6.5, 6.7. Wait. 6.7, 9.8, 15.8, 16.6. So I was about 17 seconds I lost doing that. So if you add 17 seconds to my race result, I would have finished ahead of Albon and about 50 seconds ahead of Perez. Oh, there you go. How long was that recording in the end? It must have been absurd. Hour and 44. Yeah, I am not putting the sprint in my video. That's just going to take way too long to edit. But there we go. Oh, I've won a rivalry, apparently. I've beat Oscar. Fantastic. I mean, he is a shit driver, so I'm not surprised. But there we go. Yeah, Perez is just way... He was all right in Baku compared to his own standards, but... Yeah, that's pretty poor. Finishing 33 seconds behind me, and I should have finished 50 seconds ahead, but obviously I didn't. But that was a really good stream of things, considered like nearly 4 hours I've been live now, just doing my career mode. I'm going to wrap things up quickly because I'm absolutely exhausted. I've just lost the ability to speak today for some reason. And, yeah. How did I beat Oscar? I think it's because it wasn't points, it was rating. And I think Ricciardo is like 92 and Oscar's 91, so there you go. I don't really want to rejoin Haas, but I'm just going to leave my options open and go from there. I'll probably stay with Cadillac unless a top team comes in. I'll stay at Cadillac for another year.
Say that the team are none the wiser about us chatting with anyone else, and the meeting went well.
Why is she whispering? They can't hear you. We've already left.
You're welcome.
But yeah, gonna wrap things up quick. There's the R&D. We're above Williams, who obviously not, because as we look at the results, Albon's had 9, 9, 10, 8, 9, 7, 8, or 6 rather. Sainz had a podium at Spa, and then also 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 8, 11, 10. So there you go. When I go live tomorrow, good question. We'll have to wait and see. It'll be between 12 and 4 p.m. BST, though. So if I'm not live during those 4 hours, then it'll be a no. So just keep an eye out. But I mean, that's great. I mean, 10th at Spa, no, 10th at Barcelona, 10th at Madrid. Funny enough, I got points at the 2 Spanish races. Compare that to a 4th and an 8th is pretty outrageous form. Next up, we are going to be having Texas and Mexico. 2 really fun tracks. I'm looking forward to that. Not looking forward to Brazil. That's egregious. We'll go from there. So thank you for watching today. I'll be heading off now. Might be live tomorrow, might not, but we'll have to wait and see. As I said, I decide if I stream, if I literally wake up and go, yeah, I'll stream today, and that's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your days, and I'll see you a lot when I'm next live. Thank you, and goodbye. Sorry.